Hold up,
So
showman.
what makes you
Showman.
put your house on the market?
Hey. I'm gonna let you chill for a second. I'm gonna let you simmer down, right? We're just gonna wait for a second. I'm gonna finish this response and then you can talk. That reduce the supply of housing because it doesn't make it so that you can have apartment complexes to a greater extent. Apartment complexes are much more efficient at, again, supplying more people in big city areas rather than single family housing. And that's why residential areas, typically speaking, are going to be outside of the context of the big city areas because there's a limited amount of space within those particular areas. So that's why those types of zoning restrictions can cause issues when it relates to the housing market that increase the costs long-term speaking, because there are so many people going after such few places in this particular area. This is basic economics. But honestly, I don't understand why you were like saying that I shouldn't talk to you about economics when, first of all, I'm an econ major, one. Two, you didn't know what price elasticity was, right? Something that you learn in an econ 161
I understood
class.
what it was, but that's the effect. I'm trying to explain to you how it works. Biden prints up money. Money is worth less. The Fed raises interest rates. Interest rates go higher, so when the person buys the home, the mortgage would be higher.
Hold on, can we address this? I want to address the first part of the process real quick. So you say Biden prints money. So yes. It isn't Biden particularly printing money, and they don't print money anyway. They add numbers on like a digital key. They literally type the numbers in. That's how our process of money works right now. That's our monetary policy.
Okay, so he adds
but the same thing existed with. Hold on, let me finish. The same thing also happened. The same thing also happened under Trump's administration. Hold on. The same thing. Let me finish. The same thing also happened under Trump's administration, right? There was added currency during that time period as well. That's because we were in a state in which we were going to see a recession, likely speaking. So what we do is counter-cyclical policy, which is meant to actually stimulate the economy in a time in which we are likely going to see a recession, because we could have easily seen deflation, which would actually decrease how much our economy would be able to grow in the future, because there's not as much, push in the market, I guess.
And
does that make sense?
And that's the problem with the Democrats. You see, the Democrats believe in your way of working things that doesn't work. Trump, what he had was the highest GDP in the last 50 years. And that's how you make real money. You don't fucking digitalize it. You don't print it. You make real money. You make GDP money. You bring money into America. You sell our oil. You sell our gas. And that money comes in as real. And then the interest rate goes down to 1% like Trump had. And then inflation goes down. And people borrow money and then they buy homes. People borrow money and they start businesses. And that's how you build a country. Not print up money.
Hey, Ant, can I clarify to you? So when you say we have like more money, by the way, if we have more money chasing the exact same amount of goods and services, there would be inflation there. Just letting you know. So the spending policy.
Okay,
No. That was under what you just referenced. I appreciate the Galaxy. Thank you so much. You just said that Trump added more money in the economy, right? Yeah. So if Trump did that, that's going to stimulate aggregate demand, which would increase prices.
That's real money. No. There's a difference when it's real money. When it's real money.
No. So the only distinction would be whether or not it meets the inflationary flashpoint, which the inflationary flashpoint is essentially when we're going to get to full employment.
Like
right?
when Biden
Once we get to a particular level of, hold up, let me finish. Once we get to a particular level of spending and we keep increasing the demand, right? If the supply cannot catch up with the increase in the demand, we're going to see inflation. Right. So as long as we are increasing demand in accordance with how much supply can increase, given that increase in demand, well, then we're not going to experience large levels of inflation. Right. But generally, every single year, we have a target set of inflation at around 2%. Right. 1 to 2% is what we like to see.
Okay. Not right. And what Trump had. Okay. Now.
Wait, by the way, inflation's a, wait, hold on. I want to clarify this first, right? Inflation's a global phenomena. It's not specific to Biden.
Because America's first. America, we're based on the dollar. So I hate when people say
we actually have less inflation than other countries in Europe.
You want to know something? It is. And because of Biden, the way he's destroying the dollar, you got China being, and Russia getting together with, you may forget, India, trying to get rid of the dollar. They're trying to stop BRICS. Because Biden's a failure.
So there are huge issues with this. So So when it relates to a gold standard,
the money, hold on a second. Let me finish, please, because you had your say. When you're not printing up the money, see, Biden printed up the money and gave it to the people, and that's a big waste because people don't know what to fucking do with money. When the big corporations make the money, right? They build things. They don't buy a fucking pound of ham. They don't buy a carton of eggs. That doesn't go up. They build buildings with that money. They build corporations. They start companies. They don't fucking go in the store and buy a gallon of gasoline. Well, you got it all fucking backwards, my friend. You better go back to economic school because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You can't print up money and give it to the fucking poor people. They don't know what to fucking do with the money. And you want to know, I've never seen a poor person give someone a job in my life. You gotta give it to the fucking 1%. They build fucking things with it.
So this is not true, right? So here's the distinction.
Biden did nothing with the economy and the gas and the oil.
Hey, Ant, can I respond to some of these claims? So actually, there's one really big issue here, right? You're saying rich people, right? They do such productive stuff with the money, and poor people don't do anything that's productive.
They don't.
Let's look at what poor people are doing. Poor people spend it on stuff that puts food on the table, that makes sure that they have their basic needs met, that provides health care for their family.
They go to work.
Basic things. Let me finish.
Real money.
Do you want me to mute you? Appreciate the galaxy. Thank you so much. They use it on real things that impact the livelihood of themselves. Okay? What do rich people use their money on? They buy an extra yacht. They go on some more extravagant vacations. What is really impacting people? Whether or not someone can get access to healthcare, food on their table, being able to survive, basic necessities, or going to an extra cruise, going on a fucking space flight, going to the bottom of the ocean and doing a submarine thing, right? What the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean, right? People are using money, right, who are poor for things that they need. And that is ultimately speaking, I appreciate the hat mustache, thank you so much, more valuable to us than just giving money to rich people and letting them do whatever the fuck they want. Because ultimately speaking, that doesn't ensure that the people who really need things to survive have that. That's why we have bases in our economies for social safety nets, for access to healthcare, education, opportunities for every single individual in this country, because we want a baseline level of care for every individual. How can we live in literally the richest country in the history of the fucking world, and we have people living on our streets? How can we live in the richest country in the world and people are dying because they don't have access to healthcare? How can we live in the richest country in the world and people don't have access to higher education and specialized trade? That is fucking wild. We absolutely can be the best country in the world, yet we fail to do so. Why? Because we do not extend the same types of privileges that we extend to rich people in America to everyone else in terms of the basic necessities that everyone would need to engage in our modern economy, right? So when you act like Democrats don't care about what you're saying, I agree. They mostly don't, right? But they care a lot more than the fucking Republicans do. I appreciate the mic drop. Thank you so much. They're not the ones defunding Social Security, Medicaid, Medicare. They're not the ones spending hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars on fucking the 1%. I appreciate the mic drops. Thank you so much. 83% of the tax cuts went to the top 1%. 83%. That's just giving money to rich people that already make $500,000 a year plus. Appreciate the hanging lights. I appreciate, thank you so much. What are you talking about? We're literally taking money from poor people that need it and that use it for literally giving their kids food. And we're giving it to people that make over $500,000 a year, right? These types of policies, I appreciate the handout, thank you so much, benefit people like me in positions like me, right? I don't want to support policies that just benefit me, like how you're referencing. I want to support policies that would benefit everyone in our fucking country, right? If someone is an immigrant coming to this country, I want it to be better off for them. If someone is in a circumstance where they are just getting out of college and they want greater opportunities for jobs, I want it better for them. Every single person, I want it better for them. It's not just about me. And many people, they look at politics and they just do it about themselves. They just vote about themselves. And what does that do? It degrades our society because then we start to depersonalize ourselves from everyone else. We depersonalize ourselves, our sense of community. I'm sorry I'm going on a fucking really long monologue. I apologize, but like, I appreciate the lightning. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But like, I really think that needed to be addressed. I apologize. I don't like going on monologues like that. I apologize, by the way.
You're doing it because you know I'm right. You keep turning my microphone off. That's the only reason why you're doing it. Now, you gonna let me answer that question? Yes or no? Are you gonna let me answer it? Yes or no? Are you there?
Yes.
We got normally two people talk, they answer. Okay. Here's the difference. I
gave you a thumbs up.
I'm not looking at it. I'm just talking out. I look at your face. I get aggravated because you don't know what you're talking about, and you're talking over me and turning my microphone off. I'm going to tell you the difference. The difference is that if you have $500,000 in the bank and you give all these poor people $1,000 each, right? And it causes inflation up to 8%. Now your money's worth 8% less in the bank. Okay? And the poor people, their money's worth less. Even the 1,000 you gave them. So they blow that 1,000 in a week. But your savings is diminished for years. So why would you want to do that? So that they can buy milk and eggs? They can't buy milk and eggs because they don't know how to manage money because it's free money. You ever get free money? I mean, you went to college. You know what? When I was young, I was a crook. And when I was a crook, I spent the money faster than it came in because I didn't appreciate the money. But when you work for it, these people need to work. And how do they work? The 1% get their tax write-offs, they build businesses, and they go to work. If they don't want to go to work, they wind up homeless. And I don't feel sorry for them because they have to work. There is no free ride. Anything that's printed, anything that's laid out to the poor people, all it does is make that money worthless and my money worthless. Why would you want to do that? Give them jobs. Instead of welfare, here, clean the fucking street. Here, do this, do that. That's the answer. No, we're not taking care of them. If you had a son that was a junkie, God forbid, I know you're young, you're going to feed his habit? You're going to give him $1,000 a week? Are you going to do that? No, because it's no good for him, right? You'll tell him, straighten up, get a fucking job. Right or wrong?
Yeah, so I actually, within my statement, I advocated for giving people broader access to opportunities, right? Things like through education, right? Things through like trade, specialization, so that they can get jobs. I'd also be for things like federal jobs guarantees, because that does, it allows for our country, right, to produce more, right? Because there are lots of people that are unemployed that are looking for jobs, right? But that they cannot get those jobs. Right. So there's issues when it relates to that. Next, let me respond to the other things.
But that's not what Biden did.
I know, but like we're moving towards that more than when we would under Trump. I'm not saying that Biden is. Let me finish. We clearly are. We clearly are. Let me finish. Hey man, can I please finish? Hey man, I let you just finish, bro. Can I please finish?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Also, you just like related to the idea that like poor people don't know how to manage money. It's not that they don't know how to manage money. It's that they don't have enough money to be able to pay for everything. Appreciate the cap. Thank you so much. They can't grow compound wealth and exponential growth in terms of their wealth because they don't have the money to save, because they're spending all of their money on being able to suffice what they need. Okay. That's not their fault. That is the fault of the fact that there are a lack of opportunities for many people in this world. There can be some actions that are related to people's responsibilities, but associated all with just the responsibility is lacking the understanding that poverty creates cycles of lack of education, of lack of opportunities, which impact people to very great extents in terms of their opportunities later on. If someone is born in a particular like level of socioeconomic status, it is likely that they stay within the context of that socioeconomic status. So we do have to acknowledge the realities of the economy, because the economy is not just to benefit people at the very top. It's for the context of everyone. That's the point of the economy, is to be able to suffice trade between me and you so that I can be benefited and so that you can be benefited, so that we can get the things that we need. I appreciate the thinking lights. Thank you so much. And if people aren't getting the things that they need, we need to address that in our society rather than just giving money to people that already have a lot in the bank account. Okay. We want to make sure that people have the base level necessities. And then we can talk about the fact that people, we want to engage in, like broader senses of investments and opportunities. We need to establish that baseline for everyone so that they can actually be able to make those safe economic decisions.
So didn't Trump make opportunity zones, bringing the black unemployment to the lowest it's been in decades?
By the way, the same unemployment was seen under Biden as well. So I want to address two things here.
Hold on. I want to
address two things. Come on.
Biden.
Let me respond.
Biden got the people back from COVID, back from work. That's what he did. He didn't do fucking nothing. He didn't build.
So the same thing was also a trend under Trump. So it was already trending down under Trump. So Obama was actually the one that started this trend. Hold on. That started this trend down. You can look at unemployment. Hey, can you stop real quick? Do you want me to show you the unemployment rate? Do you want me to show you the unemployment rate by year?
Yeah, I want to see it. Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna see a trend down prior to.
Hold on a second. Don't give me no fucking bullshit one. I want to see what I think it was number 7 or number 8. Has to be number 7, number 8. People not looking for jobs are taken out. See, the Democrats have their own unemployment.
That's it. Hold up. That's you're talking about discouraged workers.
Yeah, I love that.
They don't calculate for that. I can find one that relates to that. But this is the unemployment.
I know it doesn't, because you're not going to pull that one up.
Wait, no. By the way, I can, right? But like, you understand that that's not how commonly speaking unemployment is calculated, right? We don't put in discouraged workers always, because that's not necessarily always the best way to look at it. We can take that into account, right? And certain unemployment rates do. No, they didn't. They actually took it. No, they kept it out.
No, he did.
They kept it out. That's actually not true. They kept it out.
How come I know what it is then?
Okay, then show me. I'm going to show you. But like,
you know what? Here, keep it on the
here. Do you see the trend already going down prior to Trump's administration?
Stop it.
This is what you see. You see the peak in like 2008, 2009, and how it was going down over time.
I can't read it.
Well, I can't. Okay, here.
I can't see it. To be honest with you, I really can't see it.
I don't know how you can't see it, dude.
I'm 53 years old now. How old are you? 20 years old?
21.
Okay, all right.
You see how it was going down before? So, like, when you just attributed it to...
don't show me that part. Show me the range. What was the range on that? I didn't see the range on the left.
What do you mean the range?
What was that? Between the month of February and March? Or was that like...
No, these are by year.
To the left. What does it show? What's the amount? For all I know, every line is one person. I don't know what's the amount.
What do you mean? This is the unemployment rate.
Per the person. What it could show per 100, it could show per 1,000, it could show per million.
What do you mean? What do you mean per? It's giving you a percentage, dude.
All right. Okay. You can play.
It's percent, bro. Like what? What are you talking about?
All right, and it's showing what? I really can't read it for the life of me. I'm trying to make it.
Okay, so if you look at around like 2009, 2010, it was around like 9%, and then it was dropping around 2016. It was already at like 4.4%. So when Biden or when Trump got into office, it was already at like 4.4%, and then it went down to like 3.5%, and then shot up to 8.1%. And whatnot, and then also went back down to 3.5% under Biden.
When did it shoot up? When?
This was COVID.
Right, I just said on the COVID it went up.
Yeah, I never disputed that. I literally said that earlier as well.
Okay, so COVID. So
hey man, can you calm down, bro? Unironically,
no,
dude, I think you're. I think you are irrational. I'm gonna be totally real with you. I think you are irrationally emotional right now.
Because you're trying to spin me. You're lying to me right to my face. I just said
I'm not lying to your face right now.
Trump lowered the unemployment rate. Then COVID hit. And then when it came, the people went back to work. And that's Biden's unemployment rate. And that's what I just told you. That's actually Trump's. So now you're telling me.
Yeah, no, so this was under Trump, yeah.
It says exactly what I said.
Appreciate the galaxy. Thank you so much. Wait, no, that was not exactly what you said. What are you talking about? I showed you how it was already a trend going down under Trump. I actually demonstrated that to you. I told you the particular numbers.
You said during COVID. Yes.
And it shot up during COVID. I never said that was because of Trump.
Right.
Appreciate the confetti. Thank you. I never made that claim.
It shot up on COVID and then went back down under Biden. There was people going back to work that Trump got them jobs. That's what I said.
Yeah. You wonder. No, again, it was not necessarily Trump, right? Because it was the case that this was already a trend prior to Trump. So again, it went from 9% or it went from 9.3% to literally 4.4% under Obama.
Right.
Okay, and then it went from 4.4% to 3.6 under Trump. That's what it went from. Okay. So you making a claim that like Trump is responsible for that is like fucking weird when there was already a trend from 9.3% to 4.4% under Obama.
I have the answer. See, Obama had the 9% because of 2008. Everybody lost their jobs and the market crashed worse than fucking depression. See, you leave the most important part out, that we had the worst president in the world called Obama, who actually crashed the market worse than the fucking depression.
Wait. Actually, that's fucking, you're literally lying. He's lying. Okay, so I'm muting you because you just lied. He literally came into office and it was already happened. It wasn't because of Obama. That's fucking wild. You have no understanding of economics if you're saying that. This was during Bush's administration when it was happening. Right? That is fucking absurd for you to claim that it was caused by Obama. That's clearly not true. No economist would tell you that, right? That makes no fucking sense at all. That's not even possible for him to have done. By the way, stockbroker, by the way.
He's a Democratic god, that's why.
He's a what?
A Democratic god. No one dare talk bad about Obama, even though
I'm talking about economists. Even right-wing economists wouldn't agree with you.
He faked Crossfire Hurricane off a fake dossier to spy on a president. And
hey! I want to clarify before you say this real quick. Hey, before you say, I don't even care.
Right, I don't want to hear it. Right, I know you don't want to hear it when I start talking facts.
No. I want to address it, right? But like even right-wing economists, they would also say that Obama did not cause the 2008 financial crisis. The 2008 financial crisis, right? That relates to completely different issues, right? I have no clue where you got this idea from at all, right? It's going to relate to like the ratings of bonds, like the different types of like bundles of bonds that were being sold and how they were like lying about like the actual ratings, saying that like they're AAA rated. They're not AAA rated, right? They actually had a very high default risk, right? Things like that, right? Those were the issues related to the 2008 financial crisis. That was not fucking related to Obama. You need to actually get a grip on reality. And now, please, I want you to respond. I want you to finish, but I want you to address the fact that that was wrong. Okay?
No, I'm gonna address it like this. It was a coincidence that happened under Obama, and now it's happening under Biden. Just a coincidence. That's how I'll.
No, it happened under Bush, bro. I already addressed this.
Obama was the president when everything happened.
Obama was the president when there was already like the aftershock, right? It was coming after, right? So it happened under a Bush. Appreciate the mic drop. Thank you so much.
So Obama was the president a week when it happened?
It was a bit after it was happened, yeah. So then Obama became into presidency.
Okay, then maybe it wasn't Obama's fault, but it did happen, right? So
it clearly, no economists, even on your side, wouldn't say that.
Okay, maybe I messed it. I can't say that I don't have the paperwork in front of me, and I may be wrong on the timeline, but it did happen. He recovered from a depression. So what are you talking about? He made like what he did, and what did he do? He doubled the deficit by printing up trillions of dollars. What did he do? He didn't create a GDP.
Actually, Obama added less to the debt in the last 4 years of his administration than we would relate to Trump in the first 4 years. So that's not something that you would want to reference.
No, but it takes years for the money to pile on. You know that, right? It doesn't happen like overnight. It takes when they. And
you understand that's going to be like $7 trillion under Trump. Do you want to acknowledge that? And that's in 4 years.
Because of COVID.
$7 trillion in 4 years versus how many trillion in 8?
Because of COVID. Please don't leave out cost of COVID.
Wait. What about the 2008 financial crisis? How are you not going to take that into account with Obama?
I take it back.
Yeah.
But it was a crisis. I'm not going to say Obama. It was a crisis, and we slow walked, like crawling. Trump took the reins, and he fucking almost doubled the GDP in the first 6 months of being a president. How are you going to compare it?
Yeah, so he deficit spent on an already growing economy. So essentially what he did is he flooded money into the markets to stimulate aggregate demand. Right. Yeah, that's of course it's going to cause the economy to do better, right? But he added to the deficit, right? That's also the issue. Democrats literally, when Obama was in office, were decreasing the deficit. They had it to 380 billion, and again, Trump increased it to a trillion, right? Even prior to COVID.
I love when they say to decrease the deficit. I love those words.
They actually were decreasing the deficit.
I know he did. Yeah, he did. But he know how he did it. I can't explain it because I don't remember exactly the facts. But it's like saying, I lowered your mortgage payment, but I took out $50 million in fucking lower interest loans on it, and you're never gonna pay it off. But your mortgage payment was $5,000, now it's $3,000. That's what he did. I don't remember exactly. I couldn't tell you, but I watched it, so I know what he did. But see, you don't know the money. You don't know how.
That analogy made no sense conceptually. Can you demonstrate how that makes any sense conceptually?
It does, because I could be. I just say, listen, I'm your money manager, and your house is worth you're paying a mortgage of $5,000 a month, but I can get some bullshit fucking triple E bonds or whatever it is, and I could put a $50 million loan on it, and your mortgage payment will only be $2 a month, but you don't own nothing. I don't know exactly how it was done. I don't remember. I'm being honest with you. I have too many things in my brain.
Yeah, I'm not following what you're saying right now, to be honest. I don't know what you're talking about.
You own a home, okay? And your mortgage payment, and say you owe $100,000 on it, and your mortgage payment is $1,000 a month, and I come in as your money manager, and I say, okay, don't worry, I'm going to fix it. I'm gonna make your mortgage payment $25 a month. But meanwhile, you find out I put a $50 million loan on it, and the payment is only $25 a month. Would you be like, oh, he did a great job, he lowered my mortgage? No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't be happy.
How does that relate to what we were talking about with Biden?
I don't know.
Obama. How did Obama do that?
What Obama did. He lowered okay, listen. I'm telling you what he did. I'm not making it up. You think I made it up on the fly?
No, what do you think Obama did?
I don't remember. I just said I don't remember. Remember? Didn't I say I don't remember?
You don't know what he did, but you're comparing it to something? If you don't know what he did, you can't compare it to something.
I couldn't say exactly how he did because I had this argument with my friend who's a Democrat in the office, and we were watching it. And I'm saying, how could you argue with what we're watching? We're watching it happen, and you're arguing.
Dude, you literally okay. If you're saying that you're comparing A to B, but you don't even know what A is, what are you actually doing?
I'm telling you, you got bamboozled. But I don't remember how
by you
the scam was.
You're bamboozling.
So I made that up on the fly.
Yeah, this is gibberish, right?
How's it? You were talking gibberish.
No, this is actual gibberish. You're saying I'm comparing variable A to variable B, but I don't even know what variable A is.
Gibberish is when you're telling somebody.
How do you compare something to another if you don't even know what one variable is?
When you're telling somebody you're not going to fall off the earth because it's moving slowly as it goes to 1,000 miles an hour. That's gibberish.
No, Anthony, wait, hold up. I don't know what you're talking about. Can you please hold up? I want you to listen.
When you told the lady that you don't fall off the earth even though it's moving 1,000 miles an hour because it moves slowly. It moves from one
Thank you so much. Because of gravity, bro. Oh my God, you don't fall off the earth because of gravity. I appreciate the hint art. Thank you so much. No, we were talking about that you see the stars move. Yeah. We were not even talking about whether or not you fall off the earth. Oh my God, bro. You would think that.
That's not what? What did you say? Say it again.
I was like, you would think that. Like, do you not believe in gravity?
I understand gravity. You think
appreciate the little crown. Thank you. Appreciate the paper crane.
You said you don't fall off the earth because you're moving from 1 mile an hour to.
That's not what I said.
Yes, it is.
That's not what I said. I said you don't feel. I mean, you don't see the difference in terms of the stars as much because of the slight change in accordance with how big the Earth is. Right. That's essentially what it is. It's about like moving like a little bit of a degree every half second or something.
Well, but she also asked you why you don't fall off the Earth because we're moving so fast. She asked you that.
That's not what she asked me.
All right. Okay, she didn't. All right. I'm living in La La Land.
Yeah, you kind of are. Relative. You kind of are, unironically.
It's all relative. That's the answer. That's the answer.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, it is relative to how big the Earth is and how big a particular item is. Yeah, clearly.
You're on the Earth. You're in a bubble. You're in the atmosphere.
Eliza, thank you. Elizabeth, I can't even speak. Elizabeth, thank you so much for the Venmo. Alicia, I appreciate the Venmo as well, and thank you, Stephanie and Heather as well. I appreciate it.
You know what? Arguing with the Democrats like arguing with a rock. A rock.
A rock?
Yeah. Arguing with you sit there. You got.
Why'd you say rock?
A rock.
A rock.
Rock.
R-U-C-K.
Yeah, R-U-C-K. Where are you from?
I grew up in Iowa and then I moved out to Los Angeles in 2014.
Iowa. Oh, Los Angeles. So there you go. There you go. New York here. We carry our R's. Sorry. It's considered being
Heather, I appreciate the Venmo.
It's considered to be high class to carry your R's. In New York, we carry our R's. You don't like it? I'm going to tell you.
No, it's the U instead of the O.
What do you mean?
The ruck.
Well, I carried the R. I went rock. That's what I said. I carried my R. That's what I did. Maybe you didn't hear it. I don't know. But it's like arguing with a rock. Like you'll have an answer that doesn't even like pertain to what we've been talking about. You can't even admit that diluting the money is bad. You can't even admit that.
Diluting the money? Yeah, I do think that once, or like adding the money to like to the money supply, right? If it passes like the inflationary flashpoint, will cause inflation. I don't dispute that.
Well, we're here. We're there. We've been there.
By the way, that's not the cause of inflation, right? The cause of inflation, generally speaking, right, is going to be related to, in a main sense, other types of issues like the cost of like oil and how that impacts transportation costs throughout like an entire economy, right? And that impacts the cost of goods across the board.
But what else? The price of gasoline, which also is the problem with inflation.
That mustache. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's exactly what I was just referencing, and that's due to OPEC. Thank you for the Gus. I appreciate it, Anna. Thank you so much.
I stepped outside because I didn't want to talk loud in my house. My family.
So that's due to OPEC limiting the supply that they're actually transmitting to others,
OPEC's
and that's
no. What, limiting? Why?
Yeah, they're limiting how much they're distributing. Why? And then also like Russian oil.
No. Why would they produce oil and gas in a country that every time you get a fucking dope like Biden in, cuts them off? They have to be an asshole to invest billions of dollars into our company. And the last guy I was arguing with was saying how we're still a net exporter of oil and gas. Meanwhile, you don't mention that Biden got rid of the whole reserve that Trump filled up for $5 a gallon.
Yeah, that was smart because it was at a time where like it was expensive in the market, and that doing so though because of global economic concerns. We produce as much as we did under Trump's administration. I can show you. Would you like me to show you? We produce as much oil in the United States as we did under Trump's administration. Would you like me to show you?
Yeah.
Thank you for the cap. Thank you for the galaxy. I appreciate it, Steph. Thank you so much. Okay, here. This is where production is at. Oh, fuck. I got to turn this off. 1 second. For like almost 3 hours and 40 minutes. So we've got another like 2.5 hours or so left on the live at least. Again, if you like the content, follow me if you haven't already, everyone. We do this literally every day. And I just want to say thank you all for all the support recently. It's been absolutely amazing here on TikTok. So I just want to say I support it a lot. I mean, I appreciate it a lot, not support it. Yeah, I appreciate the support. That's what I'm trying to say. Chris, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right. By the way, again, if you miss any of these lives and you want to check them out on YouTube, make sure to do so. I actually recently did a presidential interview with Marianne Williamson, and it's on my YouTube channel. So if you want to check it out, make sure to do so. It was the first presidential interview here on TikTok, like on live streams and whatnot. Okay, for some reason it's not accepting this person either. We're going to go to the next person. Keep tapping that screen, everyone. If you want to get access to the sub-only chat that I will have on for the last hour of my live, subscribe to me if you haven't already, everyone. Thank you. I appreciate the galaxy. Thank you so much. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Yo, are you driving? Definitely are driving. Only send a guest request if you're not driving. If you're 18 plus, it's TikTok TOS, everyone. All right, let's go to the next person. Again, only send a guest request if you do disagree. We're just looking for some debates, everyone. For some reason, it's not accepting people. I'm gonna try to get to the next person. Heather, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I will try to accept. I'll make sure to look for that after. I appreciate it so much, Heather. Thank you so much. All right, for some reason, it's not accepting. Yo, what's up? Thank you for the hand mustache. I appreciate it. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hey, I'm 40.
For sure. Do you support Trump?
I do.
Why so?
Well, there's a lot of policies. So I'm from Pennsylvania, and I'll give you one reason why I support Trump. The 1936 flood that happened in Johnstown in Pennsylvania is still taxed in Pennsylvania. And we're still paying gas taxes on that regulation only. And I want to know why we still pay taxes on that.
Well, what? I appreciate the subscription. Thank you so much. Why we pay taxes in some random place I've never heard of?
Well, Pennsylvania, the state.
Yeah, no, I meant like you were talking about a place in Pennsylvania. I don't know how I would know about that.
Okay, I understand you might not know about that, but
well, clearly that's like me asking you a question about like some state policy in Iowa. You're not going to know anything about that.
Yeah, but I support.
Do you know about
Trump
the derecho that happened in Iowa? Maybe you know about that. No,
I actually do. I heard
you do.
about
Okay.
it. So.
Oh yeah, it was wider news. I was going to see if you did just to see.
No,
but
Iowa was awesome, man. I've been to Iowa probably 3 times in my life, but honestly, I love Iowa. It's a great state. It's beautiful.
Thank you for the subscription.
But honestly, I want to know why people have this hate for Trump.
Okay. So, like, for example, right? First off, I think one of the main things we can talk about is the fact that he's continuing to say the election is stolen years after. I appreciate Shannon. Thank you for the subscription as well. Years after even Trump appointed judges have shown that these cases are not holding up in court. Right. So, like, I don't think that there'd be any indication of sufficient evidence for a stolen election.
Oh, I agree with you. So, what do you think about his not showing up at debates?
There's just like not as many people there, so it's probably like considerably less interesting. But that's really about it. Like, I mean, he's just doing that because he doesn't have to. I don't see how that's relevant to that point.
Do you think it hurts him?
Not really.
No? I don't know if it hurts him or not, but do you think he's going to be our next president?
No. I don't think he is going to be. It's likely going to be Biden, sadly. I mean, I would rather it be a different Democratic candidate, but it's likely going to be Biden.
Are you a Democratic supporter?
I'd vote for Democrats over Republicans, but I'm further left than Democrats considerably in America on specific types of policies.
Okay. Well, and what type of policies?
Like universal health care. I think that we should adopt a system that has been like, universal healthcare system adopted in Europe. They spend half as much per capita on healthcare there, and they actually have better overall, like on average, health outcomes. So that's something really big. When it relates to like free public universities, it would cost about $70 billion a year, which is 1/10 of our military budget, like 1/4 of our net interest payment on our debt. And that would actually lead to people having cheaper college instead in like competition for the private universities. So there's going to be lowering of the demand on those other types of universities, which will decrease the cost of them. And then plus it will give competitors to the cartels and stuff like that. So people don't actually buy from the cartels. Right? That would save American lives, 45,000 every year due to the...
Where are we making drugs illegal, though?
What do you mean? Where?
You were just saying that we need to make drugs illegal.
Illegal or decriminalized like they have in like Portugal, where they actually used to have some of the highest usage, addiction rates, and overdose rates in Europe. Now they have some of the lowest.
You just said word for word, we need to make drugs illegal.
Yeah, legal or decriminalized, yeah.
Why would you want to do that?
So you can regulate the usage. Because when you don't regulate the usage, right, you have issues with like street dealers, right? One would be that they lace their drugs with things like fentanyl, which leads to deaths in America. 45,000 people die every single year because their drugs that they bought from street dealers were laced with fentanyl.
Okay, so you're basically just saying we're going to legalize drugs just like we're legalizing guns who kill people.
Well, I don't think that all guns should be legal, but certain guns should be legal.
What? That's stupid.
What? Do you think RPGs should be legal? Do you think miniguns should be legal?
But why RPGs are not legal?
Yeah, I agree, right? But do you think they should not be legal?
No, they shouldn't be.
Yeah, exactly, right? So that's a gun that you think shouldn't be legal.
But we're talking apples against oranges here.
How?
You just compared an RPG to
A gun?
a 9mm.
No, I just said it's a gun. Oh, you got
An RPG is not.
Oh, I just removed some other person. I don't know if I said to remove you.
An RPG is not a 9mm.
I never said an RPG is a 9mm.
Well, like I said, we're comparing apples to oranges here. Like,
How?
weed is not heroin.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, and I cannot tell you, say, hey, smoke this blunt, and then, hey, put this needle in your arm.
Appreciate the orange. Thank you so much. I'm not going to do one of them. I would do the other.
Yeah, obviously, I don't do either because I don't do drugs, and I don't.
Do you drink alcohol?
I do.
You do drugs.
And alcohol is not a drug.
That is dumb. Alcohol is absolutely a drug.
It's not. But anyways.
Do you hear me? It absolutely is a drug.
Why is that?
It's classified as a drug. Do you want me to give you an institution that classifies it as a drug? Do you drink caffeine?
Everybody drinks
take
caffeine.
drugs?
Everybody drinks
I don't.
caffeine.
I don't really do it much, but sure, I do it sometimes. But yeah, that's a drug.
Okay, give me an institution.
That says it's a drug?
Yeah,
Caffeine or alcohol?
caffeine.
Okay. I got you.
I'll give you time to look it up.
Yeah, this is from the Alcohol and Drug Foundation. They say it's a drug. It's a stimulant drug. So that's from the Alcohol and Drug Foundation. I can send you stuff from what is this? BetterHealthVic.gov. I can relate to what's it called? The NIH. So this is caffeine is the most consumed psychoactive drug in the world. Those all say caffeine is. Now, do you want me to show you alcohol?
So caffeine is now a drug.
Yes, it is a drug. It's always been a drug.
Okay.
And then the NIH also says that alcohol is a drug. Alcohol is is among the most used drugs.
Well, why wouldn't it be? It's legal.
Yeah, but it's a drug, right?
I didn't say it's a drug.
No, it is a drug. Do you agree?
Why would it be a drug?
Because it's considered a drug by the National Institute of Health.
I wouldn't consider it a drug. I'd consider
this is the National Institute of Drug Abuse.
Alcoholism.
Yeah, and again, it's a mind-altering. What's a drug?
Yep, you're right there. Mind-altering. I will agree with you. I do agree with you. But it's legal in the States.
Yeah, and so should weed be. Or weed should also be, I mean.
Why isn't weed legal?
Because of the drug war?
In all the states.
Because of the drug war?
Okay.
That's the only reason weed is safer than alcohol.
I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you there. But you're saying mushrooms, heroin, and all that stuff is supposed to be legal.
Shrooms should be decriminalized or legal. Heroin decriminalized, like as they have in in Portugal. Cocaine can be legalized or decriminalized. We can go down the list.
What?
Shrooms should absolutely be legalized, right? they literally can save lives. They can reduce PTSD, anxiety, depression, especially for people who are literally veterans, right? Especially with microdosing. They can increase, right, like mental acuity for people who have issues in terms of developmental processes within the brain, right? There's many things that it's actually been shown to be beneficial for that's actually being limited in terms of research because we could consider it like a Schedule 1 drug. Or is it Schedule 2, I mean. I'd have to look again. Schedule 1 is still considered, marijuana is still considered a Schedule 1, which is fucking ridiculous, right? We need even more research and education when it relates to marijuana, as we can see positive impacts when it relates to that. Some people who are kids have seizures, right? CBD and THC literally can get rid of their seizures, like unironically.
Okay, CBD and THC is what you said. But
depends on the individual. THC can also be effective for people who are in the NFL and they have CTE. For people who are veterans and have PTSD.
Okay, well, I'm a veteran. I'm a disabled veteran of 17 years, and I retired after 17 years of military service.
Thank you for your service, by the way.
All right. I appreciate that. Thank you, but you don't have to thank me. I know,
but I think it's important to do so.
I thank you guys for your support. But there are doctors out there that I found out about way too late in my life. And you know what? I never found a doctor that could help me out with my CTE until I found a guy here in Pittsburgh that manipulated my skull. Your skull and make it to where it should be. What happened was I had so many concussions. He was like, your skull's out of alignment. And I said, okay, how so? I didn't understand what he was saying until he actually put his finger. This sounds weird. He put his fingers in my mouth and started aligning things in my skull. You know that crease in your tongue?
Mm-hmm.
After he was done working on me, that crease in my tongue, I felt a lump. And I was like, what is that? He goes, that's where your top of your jawbone's supposed to be. I said, what? He goes, yeah, that crease in your tongue is where your jawbone's supposed to align with you. He said, your brain was sitting on your left side. Are you kidding me?
Sure. So by the way, we should probably get back to the topic. I do want to make sure that we can get to some debates here.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Don't worry, man. This would be something that we should probably go over like off live if you would like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure, man. Is there anything else you'd like to address or talk about particularly?
No, I really appreciate you taking the time with me, man. Yeah, you're a good dude. I appreciate your time, and thank you so much for everything.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Have a great day, bro.
You too, buddy.
All right, let's go on to the next person. If you like my content, make sure to follow me. If you haven't already, keep tapping that screen, everyone. Let's try to get to 1 million likes. If you want to help get it out to more people, share the live. Let's try to get to 1,000 shares, everyone. But let's go on to the next person. By the way, everyone, we've been on for almost like 4 hours, so we're going to continue. We're going to keep going. Again, only send a guest request if you do disagree. We got like at least like 2 hours left in the live, everyone. We normally go for like 6 hours or so. All right. Yeah, what's up? How old are you?
36, mate. I agree with you totally. It should be legalized like Portugal has and use it as treated as an addiction.
Yeah. So do you support Trump?
I don't. I'm not. I'm from UK, mate. So.
Okay, for sure, man. Well, I do appreciate you coming on. I am looking for people who disagree, though. Thank you so much, man. All right, let's go to the next person. Only send a guest request. If you disagree, again, everyone, we are just looking for some debates, everyone. We're just looking for some debates. We're going to go on to the next person, y'all. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
What's up, man? I'm 22.
Are you driving?
No, I'm a trucker.
So are you in the car?
Yeah, I'm in the truck. It runs, so I have power.
Oh, it's just running? Okay, for sure. So do you support Trump?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
For sure. Why so?
Well, because I always hear before Trump was in that, say Obama was the best and stuff. But when you look at the numbers between where Trump and Obama, Trump had better ratings. The taxes went down. The economy went up, skyrocketed. Best there's ever been. Unemployment rates for the African American and Latinos, that's me, was way down. We had more workers. We had more jobs open. We had way more stuff moving in. The taxes for people, he made a perfect point on why Americans get taxed more when they're shipping, coming into other different countries. He wanted to make it an even and level playing field, and that's exactly what he did.
Okay, so can we address this real quick first? So when it relates to the taxing, right? And like the unemployment rate actually went down more under Obama than it did under Trump. Just the issue when it relates to this is that, again, where it seems like we're crediting like Trump for reducing the unemployment rate when it was already on a trend of going down, right? So what particular policies do you think that he engaged in to cause this to happen?
For the unemployment people?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we were able to open up more, get more items to America. So I'm a trucker, so I haul items from one end to the country to the other. We got way more inventory in, and we were able to get more jobs filled up. Factories all over the place was getting bigger, right? More people was able to get jobs. We would take, I don't know when it was, but like people with criminal histories, it made it easier for them to get employed. And before trucking, I was a correctional officer. A lot of people who went into that band of life, as in criminals, were reoffenders and got put back in. Multiple faces, all the dang time. But once Trump got in, I mean, a lot of people you never saw again. And they wasn't in the database, so you couldn't, they were living a life. They started a family. They were able to start a family. And I grew up in a small town where crime was pretty high, and a lot of families were on SNAP, and they were just barely making a buy, run down everything. And then we had more business come in. Once more business come in, more money comes in. Once more money comes in, more living, you know what I mean? So that's what I think.
So by the way, I just want to clarify, right? So why do you think that Trump necessarily caused, right, people to be doing better, right? Because if you want to relate to this, there can be multiple ways that you can bring about more business. You can bring about more business by giving tax breaks to companies, or you can bring about business by ensuring that there are consumers that can afford the goods and services in the society that exists, right? By stimulating aggregate demand that stimulates the companies and the firms that are willing to produce these particular goods.
Because Trump helped small businesses. A lot of small businesses wanted to pop up, but they couldn't because of the funds. There was, as someone who looked into this because he was wanting to start one, just didn't have the capability of it at the time, a lot of opportunities kicked in for small businesses, for literally anything. If you wanted to invent something new, there was a grant. All that wasn't accessible when Obama was in.
Wait, what grant? What grant particularly?
Well, I can't tell you what grant, because there was literally a list, and like I said, I wasn't able to fully indulge in my dream of opening a business due to the capability of what the situation that I was in at the time. But another thing that makes Trump
So unless
great,
you have evidence, right, this would just be like a trust me, bro.
well, I mean, you can literally look up grants for starting businesses.
Okay. And there are going to be grants under Trump's and Biden's administration. I don't know what grant you're particularly referencing, though.
Okay, well, let's look at this then. I was in the welding industry trying to get into it. I was going to college, right? Before Biden got in. I was going to go to pipeline. And what did Biden do as soon as he got in? He made hundreds of millions of families of those pipeline workers and unemployed. I mean that's what he did. He wrote saying you have to wear a mask if you are on federal property. That exact same night, he posted a picture on federally owned ground of him and his family, none of them wearing a mask, with a nice little picture. You see him looking at the time when they present dead soldiers coming from an aircraft. I see a lot of people saying Trump hated America. Yeah, you can say what you want, but he did way more.
So were they all
president.
tested? Were you getting tested as well?
For what?
Were you also tested?
For...
In that time period, at that time with like Biden and them, they were tested. All of them. Because they got tested every single day.
For COVID? No.
Yeah.
See, even...
So maybe it could be the level of testing that could be relevant. 1, 2, like I do think that like, yeah, they should be wearing masks if they're mandating others to wear masks in those particular areas.
Yeah,
right? But I mean, the conditions could necessarily be different. Right, but just because it is the case that Biden did that doesn't mean that like this wouldn't be like a justified reason, right? Like wearing masks in those particular areas, right, absolutely reduce the likelihood of there being a spread of COVID and reduce how many people died. Right, it really does. So like clearly speaking, I mean, I don't think that there wasn't a justification for that particular type of behavior.
Well, let me ask you this. Trump was pushing for a vaccine before Biden even took office. He was trying to make it boom.
Operation Warp Speed, yeah.
And he wasn't going to make it to where you have to put this vaccine in your body or you can't go out, or if you do go out, you have to wear a mask. But as soon as Biden got in, and then the vaccine came, guess what? Oh, Biden got the vaccine out, blah, 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 blah. Once again, taking more credit.
Wait, no, there was credit for Trump in terms of Operation Warp Speed. What are you talking about?
Yeah, there was, but not, bro. There was some credit on the side where the Republicans for the news. Okay, there was, but
wait, there was credit from liberals too, in terms of Operation Warp Speed. What are you talking about?
I was,
and it is the case that also, by the way, that Biden did distribute the vaccine as well.
Okay. So, Biden and Trump, okay? You were talking about and this guy was talking about the immigration, about get them legal. Yes, get them legal. But guess what? You adding more and more people into our spot. I mean, I was watching a video yesterday or the day before about a Vietnam veteran getting kicked out within a month's time so they can put up immigrants. If you're going to bring in that many immigrants, you have to have a plan. They did not have a plan. All their plan was bring them in, hotel them, and tax us for them. And that's what they did. They put them in big cities. And then you're talking about taking jobs.
Can you give me that particular story? Can you give me a source?
Oh yeah, hang on.
Yeah, we'll wait for that. In the meantime, while he's looking that up, everyone tap that screen. Let's try to get to 1 million likes. If you want to help get it out to more people, keep sharing the live. Let's try to get to 1,000 shares, everyone. You already know the deal. Keep tapping that screen. By the way, everyone, if you want to give like heart me's and whatnot, if we get to 10K, which I don't know if we're going to be able to get to, I know they're giving away like free stuff though.
Hey, could you hear me when I was off the app?
No, I can't hear you off that. You have to look at it and then come back and tell me.
Okay.
Yeah, give it a second, everyone.
Okay, here, It was in New York City. 95 years old. His name was Frank. I don't even want to say his last name. I won't butcher it. Korean War veteran.
I'm asking for the source, bro. I'm asking for the title. Did you reach 4.1 million last time? We hit 5.2.
I'm reading the what the title of the thing is.
Yeah, just tell me the title, yeah.
Just says Korean War 95 Frank. Hang on. Frank Tamaro, something like that. 95 years old. New York nursing home.
Camaro, 95 years old.
Tammaro. Tamaro.
Wait, how do you pronounce it again? How do you say it again? Tamaro?
Yeah. Tammaro.
Okay. Is this from Daily
Mail? There's a
Mail?
video of him speaking too. Yeah, there's a video of him speaking.
So this is him getting kicked out of a New York nursing home for what reason?
It says undocumented immigration.
Underdocumented immigration. Wait, I'm confused. What are you saying?
The immigrants that got put over and are being housed up into hotels and stuff, he got kicked out so they can stay in his home.
Yeah, so it says Korean War veteran Frank Tamaro, 95, kicked out of his New York nursing home at short notice so it could be turned into housing for undocumented immigrants, overwhelming the city. Right.
Yep. There was a video of him speaking, saying that they only gave him 1 month and then he was out.
So was this because he can pay? He can't pay? Or was this eminent domain?
I mean, it was a nursing home. I mean, all of his other people got kicked out too.
Was this an eminent domain circumstance?
No.
People are saying it's debunked. Where did y'all see that? Where did y'all see that part? It was over Medicare denial? Let me see what it says. Because the Daily Mail does claim that.
Yeah.
And same thing with Yahoo News.
Not a lot of sources these days. These days you can't trust a lot of sources. But I did watch him speak. I did watch him speak.
It's Daily Mail and
all that.
Wait, we don't really have like other types of sources.
One says no, it wasn't over Medicare denial in the chat.
Matt, here, I'll send it to you real quick. I got you, Matt. I got you, man. So, like, I don't know if this is fully so, like, what's the point you take from this?
You were talking about that.
Like, did you hear my response to like what we should be doing in relation to like immigration?
Yeah. But what do you think
about my response?
Well, I kind of similar agree to you, but what I think is you need to find one place, one city, I don't care, one abandoned place. You can fix it up, or you can let them fix it up. I don't care.
It doesn't need to be abandoned, right? It just needs to be that people are leaving, right? They need people to be coming in.
It could be a nice, or like you said, people leaving. It could have been a town nobody wanted no more, and as soon as they leave,
and you incentivize people to go to those areas, right? Not like force people. You incentivize people with money. Right? And it's not abandoned. It's not necessarily abandoned. It's, again, these places just like they have infrastructure built up. They have cities built up. There's just a lack of opportunities and flow into that place, right? Because there's been a lack of investment.
What I say is you, like I just said, put them in abandoned cities, put them in very small populations of a big city. It really don't matter.
No, you don't put them in abandoned cities. You put them in cities in which have an issue with population growth. Right,
okay,
you incentivize, not put them, right? You incentivize people.
I grew up in a medium-sized town, and not enough people to fill the houses. That's what I'm talking about. It is the place I grew up is in Louisiana, run down. I mean, to me, it was crappy.
Kathy, I appreciate the description. Thank you so much.
But there was plenty of houses that they could have gone into. But what I'm saying is, have a place for them to go. Lay their heads, have a job that's not affecting anybody else, and make them legal. Make them go through a course to where they can learn and become legal.
The money gun. Thank you so much.
Because all the immigrants right now who are coming in here illegally and staying in free nice hotels that I couldn't even afford, without paying for anything is a direct slap in the face to the people who spent years through a process to legally live here.
No. What it tells us is that there's an issue with our immigration system and how long it takes to get into the country. That's what it tells us, right? So what we need to do is we can incentivize people to go to these particular areas, not force people. You don't say you just put them into a place where it's this way. No, you incentivize people and they'll engage in that action because there are financial incentives to do so. And those incentives not only... Let me finish my statement.
Hang on.
Can I finish my statement?
Yeah, okay.
So there are going to be incentives not only for people who are immigrants, but that would be for everyone. Right? They have similar incentives like this within Europe, where actually places are paying people to go to these particular places, right, to stimulate the economy. Right? That's literally something that exists. Like, they'll pay you to live in these areas. Why? To incentivize people to build up these types of communities. It's long term, right? These are long term goals because there's broad infrastructure there that is not being used to the degree in which it can be. Small towns in Italy are doing this. Yeah, like that's true, right? I mean, we can do that with small towns here in America.
Okay, that's all fine and dandy. I agree with you on that. But currently, to the point of them coming in, to the point right now, at this very moment, none of them are doing anything to become legal. If you have, like you said, insensitive, and you put them places, have a course online that they can go to become legal. They are
you give them illegal. No, you give people who are in the country right now already working who are undocumented a process to be given papers, right? To be given a social security number.
Go through a course, learn.
It's not necessarily a course, right? It's the process, right?
Well, you have to take the citizenship test to become legal.
I don't think you should have to take the citizenship test. Right, most people in America, most American citizens can't pass that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Have a course. It could be a week course. It wouldn't be any bother. Have a little short video to watch every now and then. Study up on. Then when you're ready, take it. But
we don't need to do citizenship tests.
People to go small. What do you got?
Yeah. So I do have one thing here. So like they did say that like it's a state matter. I appreciate the cowboy hat. Thank you so much. And that the home was sold to the state to be turned into a migrant facility. It seems the issue is the short amount of time given to residents. Right. So it is. So when the Daily Mail made that particular title, they are trying to like sell you a story that wasn't actually true there. Right? They were saying that like, oh, they got forced out. No, they gave them a particular time because they got bought out. Like it was time to get out of this area. So it's clickbait, my guy.
Well, I mean, like I said, there's a lot of stuff that is false even with Democratic and Republican media. But you can't just kind of dig in until you find the truth, especially when you get my job. Okay, I'm a trucker. Every time I'm looking around, I've worked at 3 different companies. 3 different companies always are hiring, 24/7, hiring. They say, oh, this is a growing business. It's not. We're all out here trying to fight for a load, and a load equals money per mile, per cent, and then you get that payment. Everybody's out here fighting for a job. Everybody.
Hey, okay? I have a question. What is the supreme law of the land?
The supreme law of the land? I don't know what the supreme law of the land is.
You don't know?
No.
It's the Constitution. That's the first question on the test that you have to take to be a citizen.
Okay, then change the question.
What is an amendment?
Ooh, I don't know how they would describe it, but for amendment, I would say our rights.
No, it's a change or addition to the Constitution. Okay. Thank you for the galaxy. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. The idea of self-government is the first 3 words of the Constitution. Is in the first 3 words of the Constitution. What are these words? I'll say it again. The idea of self-government is the first 3 words of the Constitution. What are these words?
All I'm gonna say is I don't know what it is, but you're having to look up those two.
We the people. No, I know these. I
I
took this in my high school class, right? Because they started making us do that. What do we call the first 10? What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution?
First 10?
Yeah.
We had to write three. The way I'm thinking, probably. Oh fuck! I just had and I fucking lost it.
It's the Bill of Rights. So people are saying in the chat.
Bro. I wasn't going to look at that. Okay.
How many amendments does the Constitution have?
Amendments to the Constitution. I'm going to say 24.
No. It's 27. Name one branch of or part of the government.
See, personally, I would actually like to take the citizens test because
hold up. Next question. Name one branch or part of the government.
Branch or part of the government? Like you talking about like the Supreme Court or something like that?
Well, I mean that's the judicial. I'll give that to you.
Yeah. No. Yeah. If you said it doesn't have a term for it, I would have told you to do.
What stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful? I appreciate the galaxy. Thank you so much.
What
stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful?
It might be wrong. Litigation? No, not litigation. What is it?
Checks and balances and separation of powers.
What?
Who is in charge of the executive branch?
Hang on, I got a question for the chat and all. I saw y'all saying that this is embarrassing and stuff. Y'all don't even know it until he's saying it.
No, they're literally typing it in the chat before you did. But who's in charge of the executive branch?
The executive?
Yeah, executive branch.
Okay, let's just go with the chat. President.
Oh, yeah, you were right. Yo, thank you for the signature, Jet. I appreciate it, trucking. Thank you so much.
Okay, I got a question.
One more. How many U.S. senators are there?
Senators?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't there one for each state?
No, there's two for each state. And how many are there? Two for each state. How many are there?
100.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
So if I was president, I honestly would make Puerto Rico.
So you would fail the citizenship test. I'll be totally real with you, right? Why the hell would we get people to? Why would we get people to?
You're talking to someone who is homeschooled. Whether I wanted to or not, I was homeschooled. I would have loved to have gone to public school and learned that. I love the United States and I love the way we do stuff, okay? But I did not have that opportunity to go and learn more about it, okay? Now, for the Constitution part of it, I like the Constitution. People who I meet who don't know their rights, I tell them their rights.
No, Codex, the point I'm getting to is not that like, oh, haha, you don't know these citizenship test answers. My point is that this doesn't make sense to ask people who are coming into the country as immigrants. Because if people who are already citizens within the country can't answer these questions, why would these questions be relevant to someone who's immigrating to the country? Kendra, I appreciate the subscription. Thank you so much.
Well, I got a question for you. For people who come into the United States, will you have a test for them?
Not a citizenship test, no.
No, just like a normal standard test that every American should know.
No.
Why not?
We would have like survey stuff to answer stuff about who you are and like that stuff, but I don't need a test. We don't need a test. Why do we need a test?
That's fine. Survey.
You want someone to take like a math test or something?
No, this test is not a win or lose situation. This test is just more to prove that you know how to operate in the United States. That is legitimately will be an easy test because it'll just be a test of common sense. Because everything you do in the United States, whether
what do you have to do that we need to test people on? Can you ask me some questions and we'll see if they make sense?
Yeah. Which side of the road would you drive on? Simple. Right or left?
That would relate to a driver's test.
No.
That would relate to them getting a driver's license.
Canada, we have a peace treaty with, and in some states from Canada, you can legally drive with a Canada license plate, with a Canadian license, which is fine. I don't care.
And Canada drives on the same side of the road as us, right?
I don't know. Never been. I mean,
yeah, they do.
Legally, as a trucker, I can, but what I'm saying is just a general common sense because there's a whole bunch of law that is completely different, that separates us from Canada, that separates us from the UK, it's just a little bit of a common sense. And if
so by the way, I just want to clarify, if someone gets a car and they take it from the UK all the way here, right, they would have to, first of all, be able to have enough money to be able to ship it. So clearly they're going to know or have the resources to get this information, one. Two, when it relates to people who are in the country already, when you buy a car and you get a license within America, you literally have to do this in terms of the license, getting a license anyway. So this is already a requirement.
Okay,
with the driver's license.
That's talking about importing a vehicle from another country. I'm talking.
You don't need to do this to immigrate. All you would need this is for is if you need a driver's license.
Well, why not? Why not just check to say, hey, well, if you come over here and you're learning to drive, or if you have a buddy
because
that you're coming to live with to learn to drive, hang on,
because that's driver's license stuff.
Okay, you were talking about getting a driver's license legally in the United States. That's fine, but I'm talking about just making sure that people who come and want to live in the United States know how the United States operates. That's easy.
What else about the United States? Because I don't think that's a good point.
Hang on. I got a question for you. You're talking about that. If you want to go to a college in the UK, you would have to take a test to see if you can go. They will look at your school history, right? Say you want to become a lawyer, you're probably going to have to take some type of test. Even though you know what you want to go into, you know exactly what school you're going to be going to.
That's for a college, man. You know, by the way, that's for a college.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if you.
No, it does. Going into a country is different than going to a college. Like they ask me that when I go to a college. They don't ask me that when I was born or like when I was younger.
But why does it have to be different? Why does it have to?
What do you mean different? This isn't different. I didn't have to do this.
Why is it that you take a test for me as a truck driver
because
to learn the rules of the truck? Hang on. I have to, not the truck, but just to drive on the road. I already have my license, but now I got to learn a completely different skill.
Yeah, that's a trucking license. That's a truck. It's for a particular specialization. If they wanted to do trucking, they'd have to do the same thing.
Yeah.
What's your point?
Same as if I wanted to be a welder. I could go through the entire course of welding. I can get a diploma and everything, but before I get accepted to a job, I have to prove enough that I know what I'm doing. That's my point.
Yeah, but not everyone drives, right? Not everyone goes to college. That's true.
I just gave a simple.
Yeah, but those things are not necessary for people to come into the country. Those things aren't even relevant for someone to come into the country. That's why we have processes set up for each individual, and they should go through the same processes that we already have set up for every other individual. I don't know why we would make a separate process for people who are immigrating into the country that we wouldn't require for citizens that already exist in the country.
Hang on, say what you just said about
I don't know why we would create a special thing that immigrants need to have that is not seen in the context of what citizens in the United States already have to express.
So, by that logic, as long as you are born, you can come over to the United States.
As long as you're born, you can come to the United States?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, that's
yeah?
The
no?
difference between...
Wait. Just because someone's born doesn't mean they can come to the United States. There are some people with criminal backgrounds who wouldn't allow in the country.
but still, I mean, there's people in the United States who have a criminal history that still live in the United States. You said that. Okay,
go ahead.
You were talking about they should have the right that Americans have, right? We don't, if
in terms of whether or not they take a test, yeah.
Yeah. But the people who are coming in are criminals, selling drugs, murderers, rapers.
Well, you can't say that word. TikTok TOS. Can you say R word or SA?
Okay.
And by the way, I just want to clarify, right? Most people are not. Undocumented immigrants and people coming to the country commit crimes at lower rates than natural-born U.S. citizens. So,
but there's still a chance. It doesn't matter about how low the possibilities
appreciate the crown. Thank you so much. Okay, there's a bigger chance with your neighbor. There's a bigger chance with your neighbor.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. But he lived and he was born on American soil. Okay, for instance, what I hate the most about this country is calling someone African American. If you were born on American soil, you are American. If you were born in Africa and you move legally to the United States, you are now African American. It doesn't matter. But if you want to come over here and we have policies and all that,
dude, hold up.
Allow it.
Dude, do you have an issue with European American?
No, I have an issue where Americans and all the people have to think that America has an issue with your race. If you were born on an American soil, you are an American. Be proud of it.
Yeah, and that's why when they say African American, they're saying that they're American.
Yes, but you're also adding Africa.
Yeah, and you had no issue with European. Wait, you had no issue with European American.
Oh, I didn't understand the question.
You had no issue with European American.
Bro, I'm Puerto Rican. Okay, my dad was black and my mom was full blood Puerto Rican, but I'm American.
Again, I'm asking you a question. Is there an issue with saying European American?
No, okay, there are issue with European American. If you were born in America, to me personally, I don't see you as a European American. If you were born on American soil, you're an American to me.
So if you were born in America and you're Asian, right? Is it wrong to call yourself Asian American?
Is it wrong? No, you can call yourself whatever. But I don't like it when people who want to argue about race and stuff use it. And then what do you mean
want to argue about race? You just brought it up.
No.
No one brought it up in this conversation but you.
No, that's fine. But you're not understanding what I'm saying. I'm saying, personally, for Americans, that's something that I hate about Americans.
But you said drop anything that is not American. So when someone's saying Asian American, and you don't think that they should drop the Asian aspect of that, then that would be contradicting yourself.
Say a family of Chinese or Japanese came to America, right? They're Asian American. Perfect.
You're also Asian American if you're Asian and you're American.
But if you're born on soil of America,
if you're born on American soil, you're still Asian American. Like I'm still European. I'm still like technically considered a European American, right? Okay, even though I was born in America.
I'm Puerto Rican and black. So does that make me a Puerto Rican black American?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Like it actually does.
I was raised by that culture. I don't know nothing about that. I wasn't born in Africa. I don't know about the tribes. I wasn't.
That doesn't mean that you know about everything in Africa. Me existing in America doesn't mean I know everything about America. I don't know everything about every culture in America.
Oh, okay. I don't know how to explain it anywhere else. People who come here illegally is a direct slap in the face to the people who had to go through that process of coming here legally.
Why are people coming here undocumented though? Wait, let's understand this. Why are people coming here undocumented?
Because Biden opened the border.
No, there is no open border, dude. What are you talking about, dude? Hold up, man. Hold up, Codex. The level of people who are undocumented in this country is around the exact same rate as per percentage of the population as it was under Trump's administration. There's been literally no distinction. I can show you. Would you like me to show you?
Show it then.
Okay, absolutely. Let me get you right now.
Then explain to me why all those guys that were here, immigrants that were here before, are now all over the place in the hotels of. That
hold on. Before you make a whole different point. Hold up. Before you make a whole different point.
That's not a whole different point.
Yeah, it literally is. It literally is. Hold up. Before you do, just give me 2 seconds. Just literally 2 seconds.
I need to look at 16 to 2022.
Do you see how it's similar rates?
2022. It says nomination. I would have to understand that chart a little better before I answer that question. It will grow larger than before COVID. The only immigrants carry 16 to. I think my damn computer.
Calculating. Did you get it? Did you get it?
I mean, I can barely read it, but I'm about to look it up.
Okay, I can just tell you the title. I don't know how you can compare, dude. Like chat. Could you read it? Just real question, chat. I can explain the chart. So essentially, it tells you by year, and it tells you like the number in millions, right, in terms of the amount of undocumented people in the country. And it was 11.75 January 2016, 11.41 January 2017, 2018 January it was 11.39, and January 2019 it was 11.48, January 2021 10.22, January 2022 11.35, and then February 22 is 11.46. So it's very similar to what it was even under under Trump's administration, right? So I don't know what your point is.
May I ask, why is it so bad now that Biden is in charge? And not
wait, what do you mean it's so bad?
Not the population. I'm talking about that they're being put up, and now we are getting taxed because they are able to be in those type of hotels. They are, I mean, there's a bunch of.
You're just hearing about it on the news. That's it. That's literally, you're just hearing about it on the news. Like, again, if we look at the overall data, again, the population numbers tell us that. No, again, well, I mean, that's where the information's coming from. We literally can look at the overall numbers, and when we look at the overall numbers, we don't see a marginal increase insofar as that it would justify this claim that it's so much worse under Biden as it was Trump. Relatively same numbers, like the exact same numbers. So this idea that there's such a huge issue going on right now is not convincing to me, given these numbers, right? So I don't understand what people are talking about here.
Here we go by year. Well, you still haven't told me how fair it is for these guys, these immigrants, and then between those immigrants and then the immigrants that actually came here legally and want to do the whole process.
But I don't know what you mean by fair, right? Like, sure, you could say someone gets in the process faster than another person, sure, right? But that's not the point that's relevant here. The point that's relevant is that we have a system that's taking too fucking long to get through. Right, it's taking way too long, and we should not allow for our system to take so long insofar as that it incentivizes people to go through some of the most risky and dangerous methods to be able to get into this country. Right, when they just want to make their country better. When they just want to make their life better, they want to put food on their table, they want to make sure their family's fine. Right, these are very basic concerns that we would have.
And there is there's probably more immigrants than that on, 40-something million that you just showed me. There was way more immigrants who came here legally with nothing on their backs, nothing on their feet, came here and worked their butt off and achieved what they have now and had a happy life. And now you have people now who are here who skip that entire process and then are able to eat whatever they want, live in nicer houses than I do. And I'm a dang trucker, so I'm out 24/7. I'm only home 2 days for every 2 weeks I'm out. I'm barely home to see my kids. And they're eating good, and they're eating all that. And as soon as a baby is born on American soil, it's no.
So yeah, people who are immigrating to this country, they should eat good, and so should you, right? I think what you're doing is you're saying that these people are getting good treatment. Oh my gosh, I wish I had better treatment in the past. I didn't get that,
hell no.
And that's exactly what doesn't allow for us to progress, is because when we say that, like, oh, they shouldn't get better treatment than I did, we're saying that, oh, we don't want to progress our society insofar as that people are treated better, and I'm going to be jealous of the fact that they're treated better rather than acknowledging the fact that they should have been treated better from the very get-go.
Okay, that you twisted that all the way up. I mean, you twisted that all the way divine. There is no jealousy in what I do. I chose to be a trucker.
That sounded like it was.
No, you making it sound like that. But the fact of the matter is, the people I could be driving next to came here legally and drive all day long and have food and have all this stuff that they had to work hard to get. And there's people now who are coming in here illegally who are getting everything I work for free. And then we have to pay for it. That's not called jealousy.
Wait, people don't just get it for free. What are you talking about? Can you give me evidence of that?
Immigrants are not working.
People who are immigrants do work. What are you talking about?
In the big cities,
Can you give me
where
evidence?
they go now, are not working.
Can you give me evidence?
You're talking about people who, earlier we're talking about the immigrants taking jobs and stuff.
Can you give me evidence?
People will hire, if it was over me and over an immigrant, in which they could pay an immigrant less, they're going to choose the immigrant. So yes, technically.
No, by the way, immigrants have the same minimum wage as you. But again, my point is that, can you give me any evidence?
But not back then.
Can you give me any evidence about like the claim that you made?
Now, but not back then. But you don't.
Hey, no, man. I feel like you're going away from the claim that I'm asking you in terms of the evidence, right? You're saying they're getting everything for free.
But okay, show me.
Wait, by the way, here's my question. Are they stealing our jobs, or are they just not working? Which one is it?
Before they were allowed to come over here and stay in hotels and stuff, they were taking jobs. Whether you want to say yes or no, if a business owner had the option to pay minimum wage between an American, say, where I was in Louisiana, it was $7.48, I believe. So if it's $7.48, and then they have the option.
I'm kind of confused, bro. Are they stealing our jobs, or are they not working? Which one is it?
Okay, sorry, I cut off. I cut off. I got cut off. Okay, if a business owner has a choice between hiring a minimum wage man between an immigrant and pay him less, they're going to pay him less. They will, because businesses are going to pay less money so they can attain more money.
See, you're not answering my question, right? I'm asking a very specific question. Which one is it?
You won't.
Are they stealing your jobs, or are they not working?
Before they came in here, before Biden got in and let them stay, they were taking. Now they don't have to.
Now they don't take jobs, so they're not taking jobs anymore.
They're not work. Most of them not working right now.
So undocumented immigrants are not taking our jobs at all.
Okay, here's an honest question, honest to God question.
Wait, so Biden made it so that undocumented immigrants don't take our jobs?
No,
you're against that?
Got it to where they got.
Weren't you against them taking our jobs before? But now, whenever Biden makes it so that they're not taking away our jobs anymore, then you're against it.
It's not about taking jobs now. It's about them just staying where they are, and they don't have to do nothing now.
Yeah. So again, right? Again, would you prefer them taking our jobs or not working?
I prefer them to come in legally, and they earn what they make. Not coming over here.
So take our jobs. So take our jobs?
If they are here legally and we fight out for a job and he wins, he is a legal United States citizen. So it's not taking and it's not stealing.
Oh shit! So if they're an immigrant, it's not taking our jobs.
If you are illegally here, meaning you're not supposed to be in America without certain documents, yes, it's taking. Because then it's not a fair fight.
No, so actually, like, the reason why it's not taking is because the jobs that are particularly done, right, are not profitable to be done at like a minimum wage level, right? So that's why these companies use this particular type of labor, because it's profitable at that level.
So is hiring an immigrant and not paying them as much as you would a legal citizen, because a legal citizen has
Yeah, that's the fault of the person who's hiring.
No, it's not. It's illegal.
They're literally being exploited.
Exactly. But
that's the fault of the hirer for exploiting them.
If you come here legally, you don't get that.
Wait, instead of blaming the person who's getting paid nothing, why don't you blame the person paying them?
No, I'm blaming the people who
blame
don't
the business
legally.
Instead of getting angry at the immigrant, get angry at the business.
I ain't mad about it. If I meet an immigrant right now, I ain't gonna say a damn harsh thing about them because I don't have anything towards them. I just have a.
Would you deport them? Would you deport a family who came here undocumented? A family that just wants to work, that wants to pay their due, that wants to work as hard as they can, and establish a life for their family, right? Would you deport them?
Hey! I want you to change up the question right now. Instead of asking me that horrible, selfish question, how about
Can you just answer my? No, I want you to answer my question. Would you deport them?
Illegally, yes.
You would deport them. You would deport the family.
But guess what I would do if I was president? I would make it so much easier for people to come in, have a place to stay, and become legal. It wouldn't be that hard.
So all they want to do is make their life better, and you want to send them back, right? This is why people come here through mechanisms, and they don't talk about it, and they hide, right? Because there's not a safe mechanism for them to come to the country through a fast enough manner. They're literally running away from countries that are in devastation because of the cartels and because of the drug policy of the United States that has been impacting other types of countries in South and Central America. There's an entire stranglehold because of the cartels that have their power, because America has not decriminalized and legalized drugs, because America has a slow immigration process, because America doesn't want to address its own fucking issues, right?
Yeah.
The U.S. needs to address its issues and address the cause of this, because it's impacting other countries around the world.
And you want to know why? It's because every time we have a president run, they're old as dirt, and they're from the old generation. They don't realize the pain and struggle that us lower class have to go through. They don't. They need to realize, even Trump. But Trump did help us, whether anybody wants to say yes or no. He did. And
how did he help us? What did he do?
Okay, fine. Let's say the economy was the exact same as when Obama left. Let's say that. And then we skip all of Trump, right? And then Biden comes in and the economy crashes.
Wait, honestly, I just forgot my question. Can you remind me what my question was?
You asked, what did Trump do? Like, what did he do to build up the economy?
And what are you saying he did?
I'm saying, let's say we skip Trump, right? And just stay with me. We skip Trump. We keep everything Obama did, and we erase Trump from the equation. Okay? So the economy was starting to go up, right? Biden comes in, immediately crashes like it did. Boom. Right? But if you put Trump back in the middle, whether Obama was putting the economy up or down, when Trump was in office, it still went up. Unemployment still went up.
Hey, I'm asking what Trump did, like what policies.
Well, I mean, I can't say like policies he did because I don't know all the policies.
Do you know any policy?
Bro, you gonna make me pull on my computer, aren't you?
No, off the top of your head, do you know a single policy?
Do I know? Not at the top of my head, but I used to, because I used to have these arguments a lot. And I know, hang on, I do know this, I remember this, that Biden introduced new policies, and they were rejected for the old policies, especially with, I want to say, China and Iran. And let me ask you this, would Putin have invaded Ukraine if Trump was president? Yes or no?
Very, very likely.
How is that likely?
Can you give me a reason as to why it would be different? I would assume foreign policy
Yes.
would conduct itself the same unless you give me a good reason to say otherwise.
Because
so give me a good reason to say otherwise.
Trump made them afraid. It was that simple.
How do you know?
Ukraine, because when he talks about it, he says that he got a call when we were actually like in hot water with North Korea, and they were talking about nukes and shit. As soon as he ended it, and then they just left us alone, he talked about it.
So Trump made them afraid. How did Trump make them afraid? You just said Trump talked about it. I'm confused.
The biggest military and the strongest military on earth.
And the same thing is true with Biden.
Yes, but Biden is too afraid. He came into the campaign.
What do you mean Biden? Wait, so are you saying that Trump, if they did this, would have engaged in direct war?
I wouldn't call it. I would call it war. If you are invading a country that, you know.
So Trump would have spent more money. Trump would have started World War III under your view.
What are you, bro? You had Russia invading a whole country. Families, children were slaughtered.
And Trump would start World War III, you're saying?
No, I wouldn't say he would start it. I call it Russia started it since they invaded first. America would back up Ukraine.
Oh, okay, so they would have spent more money in Ukraine. Trump would have committed troops.
Okay, so, bro, so what I hear is you made me the villain of saying I would kick out a family who was undocumented to be.
No. Before we talk about that, don't deflect. Can we please talk?
I'm not.
No. You are deflecting. I want you to address this. Okay, so you're saying that Trump would have engaged in direct war with Russia. So you're saying that you're making this claim that like this wouldn't have happened, but then you're saying at the same time that this war would have happened.
Who would not protect? That's what I want to know.
Huh?
I said that Trump would have supported Ukraine because there are families, babies, and little girls that were in these streets, dead, bloodied. You were talking.
Wait. What about the children starving in Yemen? What about the children starving in Yemen? Did Trump care about them? Did Trump do something about that? The little kids starving in Yemen. Did Trump do something about that?
Well, I got a question for you then.
No, answer the question. No.
Yes, not if
right. So what's specifically different? What's specifically different with the kids from Yemen and the kids from Ukraine that means that you would engage in saving one but not the other?
A horribly run country between a country that invaded and did what was it? Fuck.
And who was engaging in a blockade around Yemen that was leading to people starving?
Where were they trying to get to then?
Who? Wait, who?
Yemen. Who were they?
No, who was blockading Yemen?
But where are they trying to go?
What?
For instance, if they were blocking them from coming into the United States.
Oh no, blockade. No, not from coming into the United States, from getting any access to goods and services.
But where were they trying to go?
What?
Where are they trying to go? You say goods?
No, they're trying to get goods and services to them. Blockades are in relation to trade. Like they essentially have like a blockade around their entire country so that like they can't get ships in to be able to give them supplies.
Ships? So you're talking about water? Wait, if you had that much water, bro, if you had that much, why wouldn't they farm? You have poorly run countries who make deals, right? That's what the United States is right now.
Why? Okay, let's ask this. We're talking about a place in which is literally considerably a desert, okay? And they should just farm? Fucking where?
Bro, you think I just know like these places, bro?
Where?
Yemen. I've never even heard that place before in my life. Okay. Desert. Let's see. Oh, what about the people? What were they called? I forgot what they called. Instead of farming, fishing. You have an ocean full of fish.
And do you think that's going to be able to make sure that everyone can survive?
We have ancestors.
Especially if you're not by an ocean.
Hang on.
Imagine if you're not by an ocean. In a desert.
You said they were.
You're just going to find water. You're just going to immediately find some fresh water source in the middle of nowhere. It's just going to spawn in like it's Minecraft.
Bro, you are legitimately asking questions to where there is literally almost no right or wrong answer. And then when you find an answer, you twist it.
I don't twist the answer. You literally just told them. You just told them in the middle of a desert, right?
But I was unaware of the desert.
Some people in the middle of the desert, they're just gonna fish.
You did not tell me that. So you would twist the words saying, "Oh, well, how are you gonna farm in the desert?"
I actually did. I'm pretty sure I did say that, by the way.
No, you didn't. So you said trade on the water. Then boom, fish. There are people out there in the world who live off the water of the ocean.
Yeah, but does everyone live there?
No, but how do you think people from the very first people who landed their feet on this earth grew? They learned and adapt.
This is essentially like akin to Ben Shapiro saying they're gonna move and sell their houses. Sell your houses to who, Ben? To who?
See, that's just ignorant right there. That's a whole different argument.
No,
so you're
what
telling
do you
me?
mean?
So you're telling me you can't devise a fishing pole out of scraps? Yes,
dude.
no?
Okay. I'm not even gonna honestly engage in this because like that's absolutely so mind-boggling. Like I'm actually serious. They're in the middle of a desert. I don't know how they're just gonna spawn in some ocean right next to them to fish.
You said blocking trade. Then you mentioned water.
Yeah, oceans, right? Yes. There are parts of the country on the ocean, but does everyone live there? No. So what are the people who are going to do that aren't there? No water source. They're supposed to use a fishing pool in the desert?
Okay. I got a question for you. If you were alone in the desert, the exact same way they are right now, with the exact same amount of material they have. So you're one person, you have the exact same material they have right now. What are you going to do?
Wait, sorry, say that again?
You are one man, and you have the entire, let's call it a village, of where they are right now. You have every resource they have for yourself. Survive. What are you going to do?
Sorry, restate this again. I did not follow. I'm so sorry.
You said the people of Yemen were trying to get resources, but they were blocked by a blockade. You have one man, which is you, living where they are. So that means you have the entire resource that they have at your disposal. Survive.
You have every resource to survive. Would you survive?
What would you do to survive?
In that circumstance?
Yes.
I don't fucking know.
Exactly. So you can't expect me to know how to help them if I'm not in that situation in real time.
Dude, wait, that's actually like literally the fucking point. That's like literally the fucking point, right? What is the difference between... Hold on. What is the... Give me a second. What is the difference between the children in Yemen, right, and the children in Ukraine? That means that you'd help one, but not the other. That's the point I'm asking.
But what I'm asking is... for people who are starving, for someone who grew up broke, what did I have to do, or my family have to do in order to get food on the table? They had to figure out what to do, come out with a plan. You can, one, get a job, or you can relocate and find better resources, which for them, find better resources. It's literally that simple.
Dude, I'm trying to find where the question went. Can you let me know where it went?
Better resources.
Can you let me know where the question went?
Why does other countries have to provide.
Does anyone know in the chat? Can someone let me know? Can someone let me know, please?
Ask. Answer.
Where did the question go, chat? I don't know. Just find better sand. Get some sandstone instead of sand.
Oh my God.
Smelt the sand.
Well,
okay.
You were making reasonable debates earlier, but now it's just you ask impossible questions, and then when you get the answer, you twist it into something.
I ask impossible. I didn't ask you an impossible question.
Okay.
I asked you. And you asked you a question that you didn't engage. Okay. I just clearly let me ask you here. Hold on, man.
Exactly. See, when I talk over you.
I literally I just let you finish, and I was finishing my standpoint, and you were cutting me off.
You cut me off plenty of times this entire debate, bro.
Did I not just let you talk a lot? What are you talking about?
You wanted the answer. I gave you the answer, and then you were confused about
Z Cohen, I appreciate the subscription. Thank you so much.
It's very simple. You asked me an impossible question. If a immigrant family, would I?
This is completely distinct from what I just talked about, and that's not an impossible question. I asked you. No, I asked you a question here specifically. Hold up. Hey. If you don't let me speak, I'm just going to mute you. I honestly don't even give a fuck at this point. Okay, I asked you for a distinction between the children in Yemen dying and like the children in Ukraine dying. That means that you're going to help one but not the other, right? In terms of what Trump would do. Because you said that Trump would engage in direct war to save Ukraine.
You ready for the answer for that one?
Yeah.
Ukraine kids are dying through a cause they didn't start.
Same thing with the fucking kids in Yemen.
Nope. Yemen is poorly run. Doesn't have enough resources
to block. Do you know what a blockade is, dude?
Okay, who's the leader of that Yemen? Who is it? Who's the leader?
I don't know.
Exactly.
What do you mean exactly? I don't know who the fucking leader is of many countries. I don't know who the leader is of fucking Italy.
That's the problem.
Who's the leader of Italy? Who's the prime minister of Italy?
Leaders.
Who's the prime minister of Italy?
No, my point. No. Once again.
No. Let me know. Who's the prime minister of Italy?
Can I tell you? No.
Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah, like I just said, I don't know.
Oh shit! Does that mean? Oh my God! No!
Dude. The point is that you had two countries that you wanted to put on the question line. One didn't have any type of option to not go to war with Russia and getting invaded. And then the other country managed it poorly and lost its resources.
No, it is not a managed poorly. You gotta be fucking kidding me. The kids in Yemen did not die because of managed poorly. You understand that, right? The blockade is literally stopping resources from coming into the country, right? Which is literally leading to those kids starving. That is fucking ridiculous for you to make that claim.
Who set the barriers?
What do you mean? Again, it was another country. I'm pretty sure it was Saudi Arabia.
Okay, then in order to set barriers on other people's land, you would have to go through the government and set up trade deals.
What?
There has to be an agreement.
No. Do you understand that this is a wartime act? What do you mean there has to be a fucking agreement? This is like you saying there has to be agreement between Russia and Ukraine for Russia to invade Ukraine. Like what? What are you talking about, bro?
So, if there was one street from...
I can't make this up. Dude, I actually can't do it, dude.
No, you're just not getting it.
I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it, dude. I'm not.
Hang on, listen.
You gotta be, no, I'm sorry, bro. You have actually, hold up, bro, hold up. You've got to be kidding me. I'm not getting it? What do you fucking mean?
Someone set the barrier there by the government of that country.
No, that's not what a blockade is.
Random barriers.
No, dude.
Dude, hold up. Say it's criminal.
Hold up.
Say it's a criminal organization.
No, it's not a criminal organization. It's a wartime act. Okay, you know what, Codex. I want you to look up what a blockade is real quick. Please just look up what a blockade is.
Why not get the people out? If it's their country, their people.
Why the fuck would a country blockade themselves? Get them out. Exactly. They're blockaded.
Exactly.
Dude, where are they gonna go? Get out where?
Oh my God, bro.
Get out of where? What are you talking about, bro?
I'm talking about someone has to be in charge.
Yeah, there's someone in charge. I'm not just saying that there's no one in charge.
So it's their responsibility to protect their people. But when an entire country
they were blockaded.
Invaded,
wait. So it's Zelensky's. It's the prime minister of Ukraine to protect their own country. Therefore, your direct war in relation to Trump, direct war with Ukraine. I mean, with Russia in terms of the Ukraine situation, right? Then that would be the case, right?
So say Ukraine, half of Ukraine, north part of Ukraine, and south part of Ukraine became into an all-out battle. Would not suffice for us to go over there and fight for them.
No, I'm saying that we should engage in Lend-Lease, and that's what we've done so right now. But a direct war would posit maybe nuclear war, okay? Maybe nuclear war, which can lead to nuclear winter and shit. That would lead to way more deaths, long-term speaking, if you actually look at it within that context.
We had more peace treaties under Trump.
We had more peace treaties under Trump.
We had more peace treaties. We did have
what peace treaties?
North Korea with Turkey.
We didn't have a peace treaty with North Korea. What are you talking about?
What did you say? What did you say?
We didn't have a peace treaty with North Korea. What are you talking about?
No, that's what I'm saying. We did not. They were assholes when Trump got in. Talking about nuclear war and all the time. They stopped it. Because Trump wasn't putting up with it. In the United States government is so corrupt. There are puppets in the back.
Can you restate what you just said real quick? I'm so confused.
Before Trump got in, North Koreans, what is it, Kim Jong-un, whatever?
Kim Jong-un?
They were like, yeah, him. Were, talking nuclear war. They were talking about bombing the United States. They always have been.
Yeah, they've been doing that before, and they still do that stuff. You understand that, right?
Yeah,
but you know the relationship did not. No, he did. Yes, Trump had a bad relationship with him after as well. He called him Rocket Man after all the things as well. He called him Rocket Man before and called him Rocket Man after.
Trump went into North Korean territory without one single ounce of bodyguards.
What do you fucking mean, not 1 ounce of bodyguards? What are you talking about?
They have Secret Service who follows the president everywhere.
Are they not fucking bodyguards?
Well, yeah.
Oh my god, dude. There's no
if
fucking
you have
way.
If you have a
I can't believe it, dude.
Title
I can't believe it. I actually can't believe it, dude. I actually can't do it, dude.
Secret Service would take a bullet for a president.
I can't. Chat.
Yes or no? Yes or
no? Someone please save me.
Yes or no? Will the Secret Service take a bullet for the president? Yes or no?
Yes.
That's legitimately a bodyguard right there.
That is a bodyguard. You said that they didn't have bodyguards.
Trump went into North Korea
with no bodyguard, yet had Secret Service, which are bodyguards.
Yeah, but he didn't have them when he crossed the border.
He didn't have the Secret Service. You're saying?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought you were saying that the Secret Service was with them and not. The Secret Service was with Trump. What are you talking about?
No, yes, but they weren't over the border though.
They weren't what?
When Trump went into North Korean territory, he went alone.
I can't quite remember if. I mean, I'm pretty sure that the Secret Service would go with him.
No. I mean, you want me to look at the video now?
Yeah. Do you want me to look?
Yeah, look at it.
Let's go see. Let's go look this up. In the meantime, everyone, keep tapping that screen. We're about to hit 1 million likes. Everyone, keep sharing the live as well. Let's try to get to 1,000 shares.
Oh, I see someone saying that's false.
Did the Secret Service go into North Korea?
When Trump did, I guess you
could say. Trump. All right.
Depends on how many times you win, I guess. 2 Let's go there.
We're about there. Just give me 1 second, real quick. So Trump spent 3 hours in the DMZ, which included an 80-minute meeting with Kim, where Secret Service agents also guarded the president.
Not talking about that time. He never went inside. He was only outside when.
Well, can you give me one source that indicates that he did not go in with Secret Service? Because I just told you one that did.
Yeah, but I mean, he didn't go over there just one time.
Yeah, there's a lot of places that are saying that like he definitely went in with people from Secret Service. So I don't know, man. If you can give me a source, I'll think otherwise. But until then, everyone needs to tap that screen and share the fucking live. 1,000 shares, everyone. Karsa, I appreciate the galaxy. Right? Thank you so much. Good to see you, Karsa.
Right. People who share different opinions are evil.
I never said that people who share different opinions are evil.
Bro,
but if you are supporting a candidate in which is still claiming that the election is stolen years after, when there's absolutely no good evidence indicating that's true, that's clearly anti-democratic notions that are only going to be true because you just have faith in this candidate because of a cult-like message, right? And you're following him within that particular manner, right? Not because of the types of policies that he engages in, but off the basis of the fact that you ought to follow this leader in all circumstances.
That was horribly wrong.
I don't think it's wrong at all, right? This guy's literally engaged in anti-democratic action trying to defraud the United States government out of a fucking election. Like, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. And because of that, incited people to engage into an insurrection at the Capitol. Like, let's be fucking for real.
Well, I mean,
let's be honest. Let's just be real here.
Let's be honest then. Okay, we'll be honest.
Thanks for 1 mil, Chai. Appreciate it.
So are you ready? Let's be honest. We had Trump come in, economy rose. It doesn't matter if it was on an upcline when he entered. It doesn't matter if it was on a decline. It still rose whether you want to admit it or not. And unemployment still went up. Jobs opened up. A lot of people got out of poverty. Middle class is actually doing good, and the low class is getting even better. Biden comes in, it all crashes. Millions of jobs lost just by one policy taken out of the pipeline. Not only that, but gas prices go off rocketly. I mean, just horribly. Okay?
Yeah, so can we describe a process in which how Biden caused these? Because all you're referencing here is things that are just associated with the fact that Biden would be president. You're not actually referencing anything that was caused. Can you give me any type of evidence?
You're saying when Biden cut down the pipeline, that right after that, gas went up $6.
Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Danielle, I appreciate the subscription as well. Thank you very much. Sorry, say what you just said again.
You're saying that since Biden canceled the pipeline, hundreds and thousands, maybe even a million, jobs were lost.
What part of the pipeline did he not give access to?
He stopped it. I mean, that's what
stopped what pipeline?
Nearly the first thing he did.
Let me ask the question: which one?
Hang on.
Which part of the pipeline? So you got to look it up.
I mean, that's like because that's like basic 101, especially with him, since that was literally almost the first thing he did.
And also, like, can you give me evidence of 1 million jobs? Lisa, I appreciate the subscription. Thank you so much. When you're searching that up, I would love to see that one too. It's clearly not a fucking million, bro. That's honestly the most brain rot claim I've ever seen in my life. I'm not gonna lie. As the world falls down, I appreciate the subscription. Thank you so much. The one part of the pipeline was somehow 1 million jobs, chat.
You'd be surprised.
No, I wouldn't be surprised. Not when it relates to this. I don't think that's true. In the meantime, everyone, keep tapping that screen, everyone. Let's try to get to 1.5. Everyone keep sharing the live. We're almost to 1,000 shares, y'all. I appreciate it. Appreciate it, everyone. We will be going on to the next person here pretty soon. Again, if you disagree, send a guest request right now. Again, only send a request if you disagree, if you support Trump.
Keystone XL pipeline.
And what did he do to do that?
Biden shut down the Keystone XL pipeline.
What did he do to do that? Texas T, I appreciate the subscription. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
It literally says Keystone pipeline canceled after Biden revoked key permits. So he canceled the permits.
Yeah, so Biden did cancel permits for it, which canceled this particular thing, but this is because there was Supreme Court that already ruled on it prior to, like, under Trump, and along with that, there were also, like, environmental reasons, and, like, it was over indigenous land. I appreciate the subscription. Thank you so much. So there were many reasons as to why that was the case, and likely speaking, I don't think you have any evidence to indicate that it was anything over, like, fucking 11,000 jobs.
Do you know how many workers work on an oil field?
Can you just give me evidence?
I mean, that was a simple yes or no. Once again,
no, I don't know how many
questions exactly.
Yeah, well, clearly I don't know how many. Meow, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, so so I mean, I don't know why you'd want to go to that one particularly, but oh, it's only 1,000 jobs. Yo, Leah, I appreciate the subscription. Thank you so much.
It was not.
I like how you said 1 million and it's like 1,000 jobs.
First, I said
there's literally like more people in the live.
Hundreds, thousands, and probably 1 million, because I mean, a lot of people lost it. I mean, you had people who depended on that oil rig to make and feed.
No, 11,000? Oh, okay. Randy, I appreciate the subscription. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, Codex, is there anything else you want to go over or talk about?
500. No, not really, because I kind of got I actually was going to follow you, but the way you word and argue is just not, it's not right, dude.
Wow, I'm so sad.
Biden's administration admitted.
I'm so sad. I really wish I would have.
Oh, hang on.
I really wish I would have got that. I really wish I would have got that extra follower, man. Like I really am so sad. I'm so sad.
Oh, hang on.
Codex.
Exactly. I'm
interrupting.
I'm literally.
I can't believe I did that, man.
59,000 jobs.
What about it?
Biden's administration admits it killed thousands of jobs. President Joe Biden's decision to kill the Keystone Pipeline on his first day in office cost the U.S. economy 59,000 jobs and $9.6 billion.
Where did you get this information?
Washington Examiner.
What's the title?
Biden's administration admits it killed thousands of jobs. But like I said, every time I make a point where it actually can be proven, I just can't research it at the time. Well, it seems like I'm wrong, and well, you're right all the time.
Well, I don't think I'm always right, but like I'm gonna look at this claim.
You have a good night, sir.
Are you leaving? Are you sad? Come on, man.
No.
Don't leave me. Don't leave.
The argument is the same. I'm going to ask a question.
Let's see how many.
And then the person has to answer. And then when it makes sense, it's like, what?
So other estimates for temporary jobs during the construction phase ranged from 16,000 to 59,000 annually for a 2-year period. However, this study segments of the Keystone Pipeline were not related to the XL portion, and jobs corresponding to those sections that were built were realized. Additionally, the high-end figure comes from this study, which faced significant criticism for including its analysis project inputs from India, Russia, and Russian companies in Canada, thus including jobs outside of the United States. So I mean, this is not what you're talking. No, that's not true. So the claim that they got that from in the own source that they like literally linked disputes the same thing.
Hey, I got an honest question. I got to ask you. Then I'm going to go.
Okay.
You had a president whose son, who has a laptop that the FBI claimed they lost, has been proven to have made millions and millions of dollars through his father, and then they send the money to the entire family of the Biden.
Appreciate the Starstruck. I appreciate the subscription. Thank you so much. So that's definitely not proven. Can you give me the proof of that?
Yes, I mean Biden. I mean not Biden.
That Biden's
Hunter
involved.
is already going to court, and
wait, just going to court doesn't mean. Wait, hold up. Just going to court doesn't mean it's true.
Once again, I interrupted. I was literally going to give you the answer. It is in his book, Hunter Biden's book. That's how they figured it out. Because Hunter Biden, what's the word? Confesses literally through crimes that he has committed.
Yo, Dave, I appreciate the description. Thank you so much. Which crime and what page? What book? What page? And where can I find this?
Hang on. So you can't look up what book and what page. But
can you just tell me what book? Can you tell me what book so I can look it up?
Hunter Biden wrote it.
What book did Hunter Biden write?
Bro, I can't fucking tell you the name, bro.
You don't know?
Do I know the name of some loser's book? No.
Then why are you citing it?
Because
I can't believe it, dude. I chat like this is the state of our fucking reality. This is literally the state of our reality.
The state of the reality that we live in today is freaking horrible, delusional.
Yeah, because of what you just did. Because you just made many claims and then had no evidence to substantiate any of it.
No, there is evidence, but why do I got to look it up? I mean, I can.
Because you made the fucking claim.
No, you go to a university.
Come on, bro. You literally hold up, man. You literally made the claim.
Okay, so if I go to a university and I sit into an physics, right, and he's stating blah 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 blah. Every time he says a fact of the laws of physics, and do I need to stand up? Hey, prove that statement. No.
No, because you have the proof already. And I appreciate the subscription. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. What? Right? Yeah, but like in general terms, yeah, we should have justifications for these different types of attitudes. Clearly. Okay, is there anything else you wanna talk about or add? About to go on to the next person here pretty soon. Hello?
Yeah, I hear. I'm just looking up the book for you.
For sure, man. Keep tapping that screen, everyone. We're almost to 1.5 million likes. Keep going, everyone.
Oh, well, I mean...
Guess is a Fortnite streamer. Do you stream on Fortnite?
No, I just do clips. Dude, I'm a trucker. I'm in a truck 24/7. I'm bored.
I was about to say. I was like, I'll 1v1 you on Fortnite.
Well, you do builds or zero builds?
Oh, I can do either.
Oh, we can do zero build.
Oh, zero build? Oh, yikes. That means you can't 1v1 on builds.
I'm on controller. So.
Oh, even worse, chat. Even worse. Yo.
Bro, how are you gonna do a mouse and keyboard in a truck on your laptop?
I appreciate the subscription. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Okay, for one, he confesses of not paying taxes for one, and he should be owing millions in back taxes, but he's only going to get a slap on the wrist. Oh wait, no mind. He pleads guilty in tax and gun case that they got through his book.
Yeah, but does that even relate to Biden?
Well, a lot of his stuff.
And he literally paid back the taxes?
No.
Again, Hunter, not Joe. So yeah, no, I think you should go look for that, and then you can come back another time, man. I'd love to see this because I know that this is all just related to fucking Hunter, right? And none of it you can actually have any type of conclusive evidence that indicates that it's targeted towards Joe as well, right? So I'm just not going to accept your claim off that basis. At this point.
No,
and appreciate the subscription. Thank you so much, Ed.
On how he made all of his money. And another thing is, why is Trump getting put in or getting indicted through classified documents when Biden and Hillary did the same thing when they wasn't even president?
Wait. Actually, no, they didn't. And
Joe Biden
no. Hold up. What's the issue in that scenario? Hold on. I want you to listen. What's the issue in that scenario? Isn't that he has the documents. It's that he refused to give them back. That's the issue. When they asked, because you're supposed to give them back like right away whenever they ask. Okay? And he refused to give them back. He refused to provide them. And that is exactly what the issue is.
Well, he's president.
No, he wasn't president. You think he's president right now?
No. But
okay, so yeah, he wasn't president.
He can make any any classified document.
Yeah, he can but they have to return them, regardless. If they ask for them, they have to return them.
As she was asked numerous times to show the documents.
No, that same thing would have happened if she didn't produce the documents that were literally from the government and classified, right? Then clearly speaking, that the same thing would have happened with Hillary Clinton, I promise.
Then they had to go take it, and then she lied multiple times throughout her campaign saying, oh, there was nothing classified and all that until the Supreme, I think it was the Supreme Court, and then the guy who investigated it and all that came up and said, yeah, they were documented, and her lawyer saw them, her secretary handled them, and nothing happened to her other than a slap on the wrist.
So those are emails. Those are different from fucking. Those are not comparable. No. Listen. I want you to. Hey.
It's classified documents.
No, again, it's a no. That was not class. Those are not. No, what are you talking about?
It was stated as classified documents that she had in her possession through email.
And then she gave them up immediately, didn't she?
No, she did not. She lied multiple times.
Then the same charges would have been applicable to her.
It should have, but guess what? Democrat.
Oh, also, wait. When were they marked as classified?
I don't think it says that. It just says she had classified documents in her possession.
When were they marked as classified?
I'm pretty sure if I get a piece of paper right now, and then 24 hours later it says, "Oh, this is
was it after?"
No, it was always illegal. I mean,
was it? No. Was it after?
No, it was not after.
No. Okay. Does it specify in the article?
It says classified documents.
So it doesn't. You need to read into it. So codex.
It says that I'll read the entire article with what the guy who found it and what he did to do to get it back. It says classified documents. I mean, you can say whatever you want through it, but I mean, classified is classified no matter how you look at it. She had classified documents. Biden had classified documents in his garage, open to whoever comes into that house. He also had them in a
he brought them back. Biden brought them back immediately. Literally gave them back when they asked. That's literally what happened.
They had to go get them. No,
they literally gave them back when he asked.
Joe Biden's lawyer found the documents in his garage and called the proper people. They came and took it. They didn't say, Biden, sir, you mind if we take these documents? No, they came as soon as they found out about it and they took them. I mean, that's just what they did, no matter how you want to look at it. He also had a place, I think it was in New York.
So give me, hold up. I want you to answer my question real quick. Give me a source that indicates that when they asked for the documents that he did not provide.
Bro,
give me a source.
Yourself, man. I mean, everything that I've said can be looked up. That's all you gotta do.
Come on, man. Give me a source that references that.
What source? There's hundreds of sources you can find online that says one.
Then find one real quick. You'll have an easy time finding one right now.
Oh god, bro, you don't know how small a damn truck is.
For sure. We'll give you a second, man. Tap that screen, everyone. Let's get to 1.5 million likes. If you want to help get out to more people, keep sharing the live. Everyone, copy links, send it to a few friends. It'll get out to more people. I appreciate the subscription. If you want to have access to the sub-only chat that's on right now, everyone subscribe if you haven't already. It's one of the best ways to help me out and keep me coming on here every single day. Tomorrow we will be on like around my normal time. Maybe we'll be on a little bit earlier tomorrow. I was thinking about doing that tomorrow. What topic would y'all like to see tomorrow, everyone? Andriana, I appreciate the subscription. Thank you so much, Andriana. All right, let me grab this real quick. Okay, so here I have a source. So there's one on December 20. This is from Axios.com. Let me go to December 20. So Biden's personal lawyer informed Lausch that additional documents with classified markings were identified at 2 locations, including his garage inside the president's personal residence in Wilmington, Delaware. Biden's counsel informed Mr. Lausch that those documents were, among other records from the period of president's service as vice president. The FBI subsequently went to the location and secured the documents.
Yeah, so
Biden's personal lawyer informed them.
Yes.
The additional documents were there in his garage. So the informant was literally from Biden.
But that has nothing to do. I could work for Donald J. Trump and I could say, yo, there's some classified documents in here. I'm gonna come get them.
But that's who would relay the information. What are you talking about? The lawyer, of course, would be but the lawyer would be the one that relays the information in that scenario.
So you're saying if I found a crime, a horrible crime I just witnessed, I gotta call my lawyer to say, hey, yo, loyal man, go call the police or whoever you need to call. I just witnessed a crime.
So the difference is Trump was told he had them and then held them when he was asked. Do you understand the distinction there?
No, I think what really happened was they asked him. Well, the media can turn it the way you want, and you just read the documents that are put out. But I mean, Trump is a businessman. That means he's everywhere. So that means he could have been like, "Oh yeah, but you know, I gotta be here, so go in if you want, or you can."
Here, my friend Matt wants to say something real quick.
Push it.
Go ahead, Matt. Matt, send a request, bruv. Go ahead. And I'll add you up. And then after we address this, I am going to go on to the next person. I want to make sure we can get on to more conversations.
Trump is a con man. Really? Explain that. Explain how he's racist, chat. Oh, true.
He is.
Wow.
Hey.
How?
So is Biden. But yeah, what's up, Matt?
How you doing? Hey, so I'm at the gym, so if I sound a little out of breath, that's why.
You're good, bro. Don't worry. No. W Matt.
Yeah. So here's the distinction, okay? Trump, that they found out Trump had the documents, right? The FBI went to his residence in Mar-a-Lago multiple times and asked him for them back, right? They asked him to gather up what he had and to give them back. Now, multiple times he denied that request. And the reason why that is bad is because we have him on CCTV, because Mar-a-Lago is cammed, right? Because it's his residence. We have him and his lackeys distributing the boxes to multiple areas of the residence, including the garage, including the bathroom, including all over the house, when he knew that he needed to turn them over to the archives because they do not belong to him. Okay, so that's why they raided his house. It's because he was distributing them and he was actively going through them. And we have reports that he was showing them off to people who are coming to Mar-a-Lago. There's a difference between Biden holding on to it, which is wrong, right? But when he is asked by the FBI to go through all of his boxes and find anything, when they do find something, his lawyer calls the FBI and they then come and get it. That is the difference. Does that make sense? One, because Trump is not charged with holding the documents. He is charged with obstruction of justice, which means he held and tried to obfuscate the giving over of those documents. That's the difference. Had Biden done that, Biden could then be charged with the same crime. So, I mean...
Yeah, were you listening, by the way, bro? Hey, man, you're paused. Were you listening? My money goes he wasn't.
Hang on. I'm in.
Were you listening?
Blacked out. Yeah, I heard. My question is, Trump... Let's say, fine. Yeah, he did everything that you just said. Okay, so he took the government, all that.
Uh-huh.
Let's say it took a year to get all those documents back, right?
Yep.
So another thing is, Biden had documents all the way back from the 19th when he was a senator, when still that entire time he was committing an illegal activity. He had those documents he was not supposed to. So just because he committed a crime and they said, yo, Mr. Biden, we need those documents back, that he said, oh yeah, sure, that it should just be forgiven.
No, that's not what I'm saying. So hold on. You did not hear the main point. Trump is not charged with holding. Trump is not charged with having the documents. He's charged with not turning them over. That's the thing, right?
But he can't be charged with having them since he was president. He was legally allowed.
No, he had them when he was not president. That's the point. He claims that he could declassify them when he was in office, but that is constitutionally suspect, and that will have to be litigated through the courts. But even if that is true, the point is that any document is the property of the United States government and must be archived per law. Okay, so yes, Biden and Trump and probably Obama, probably Bush, probably every president has held on to classified documents. That is not the crime. The crime is him knowing he has it being asked to turn it over and him refusing to turn it over, and in addition, trying to hide the documents. He tried to hide them across his Mar-a-Lago residence so that people would not find them.
Okay.
That's the issue, because we have him and his lackeys on camera taking the boxes that they know contain sensitive classified documents and moving them to areas of the penthouse the day before the FBI raided. Why were they moving them? Because they knew that these boxes were going to be seized because they contain classified documents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is
that's the crime.
Completely fine. Which is completely fine.
No, that's not fine. That's a crime. That is obstruction of justice.
Yes, like I'm saying, the charges are fine. I don't care that he is being charged. I don't care if the man gets indicted and put in prison. I don't care. But
okay, then what's your point?
Care is that it doesn't matter about whether, okay, they're charging him with this, but we're not going to charge him because he had them. That's fine.
Okay.
But you need to charge the other two that were caught having illegal classified documents.
No, Codex, you're not understanding the point. The point is the crime is not holding on to them. Biden could have held on to them for 50 years, and that would not have been the crime. The crime was as if he was asked to turn them over, and if Biden says no. That's the crime.
Classified documents cannot be in the hands of ordinary citizens.
Yes, and they will get, yes. But Biden and Trump and Obama are not ordinary citizens. That they are ex-presidents or ex-vice presidents. That's why they get special privileges.
Biden had documents all the way back to when he was a senator, not vice president, not
It doesn't matter.
president.
He's still a special character. He's not an ordinary citizen.
But even senators don't have classified military documents.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
No.
That's why. Yes, they do. Senators literally hold classified briefings where they get to look at this stuff. They get to take it home. Biden sat on the Foreign Relations Committee. He got to personally see this stuff.
Then why are we just now seeing all these documents from 3 people?
Okay, the reason why is because Trump was under investigation because when he left the White House, right? When he left the White House, he took lots of boxes with him. The National Archives figured out that that they were missing chunks of documents. They then asked him, "Do you have these?" He answered, "I don't know." So they gave him 1 year to go through everything. When they came back to him after 1 year, he said, "I have some of them," but then they found out he actually had more, and he would not turn them over. So then they raided his complex. They found all the documents, and that's what he's being charged with, is that he did not turn them over.
But that's fine. I'm not saying that.
Okay,
that's not
but Biden
fine.
did not do that. If Biden had done the exact same thing, if the FBI had asked Biden to turn over the documents and Biden said no, then put Biden in jail. Then he committed a crime. But Biden didn't do that. His lawyer found them. His lawyer directly called the FBI, and the FBI came and got them. That did not happen.
Exactly. They didn't even ask
with Trump. What do you mean it didn't ask him? Yes, they did.
His
Merrick Garland appointed a special counsel to literally investigate it because Biden had documents.
You can say what you want.
Nothing
They
I'm
ain't gonna
saying
tell you
is
the whole truth.
Hold on,
They're not going to
now
tell you
you're-
the whole truth.
No, now you're getting into weird conspiracy. Nothing I have said has been counterfactual.
Hang on. So you're saying that America has zero corruption in it. Zero, none.
Did I make that claim?
No, but there is always a possibility, whether you want to admit it or not.
That claim has nothing to do with what I was talking about. We were talking about the comparison of crimes, and I'm bringing up
Trump
the distinction.
is being indicted because he refused to hand them over.
Yes.
They gave him an opportunity. They did not give Biden an opportunity because the lawyer said, "Hey, we have documents. Come get them." And they came and got him.
No, they did give him an opportunity because Biden had documents in multiple places. He had documents at his Senate or at his at his office, and then he also had documents at his private residence. That's why they gave him the opportunity to go over, and he did the right thing. by the lawyer finding them, and then he called the FBI. That's exactly what should have happened.
No. There was no investigation to that point. None. It was,
loyal
called the FBI, say, he has some documents. Okay. There also might be documents in this place,
Kodak,
and they go.
I sent Parker that Axios document, right? That's a timeline of the entire investigation. Parker can show you in there, and I think it was March or April, where Merrick Garland appointed a special counsel. Why did Merrick Garland do that? It's because Biden had documents.
Or it's because they were trying to tie up any loose ends. There was no possibility.
Okay, Codex. No. Explain to me how you tie up loose ends by appointing a special counsel that literally has special privileges to investigate you.
Hang on. Say you have a thread, and you have a string thread, and then you fray it, right? Then you have multiple little stuff sticking out. Those sticking out are the possibilities of being caught. And so, adding a special person will tie up and make it seem like, it's all good and done. Because there was no article saying we asked him, and he said, "Oh yeah, sure, come on and get him."
Hold on. What is the job of the special counsel?
I don't know, man. Pretty sure you'll tell me.
The special counsels have specific jobs, right? They have specific jobs. The one that investigated Biden, and the same thing that the one that investigated Trump, was meant to do a very specific thing. They had a narrow mandate, okay? And that's exactly what they did. And the one that investigated Trump, they completed their mission, and the one that investigated Biden completed their mission. There was nothing about tying anything up.
Bro.
Because special counsels...
There are literally, evidence that have not been put in yet, but are...
Such as? Hold on, you just made a claim. Where did that claim come from?
Money. There are possibilities that Biden has done illegal shit. And they are still digging it up. He is about to be indicted, or about to be put up for indictment.
By who?
Okay, let's see. Let me say.
Yeah, I mean, that's a bold claim, and so I want to know where that claim comes from. Because I only know of one investigation that he's actively being investigated in.
Wrong one. Wrong Biden. Gotta be more specific. Oh.
By the way, you won't find it because there is no investigation. There's only one, and that's in the House of Representatives. What you're talking about is the impeachment inquiry, and the impeachment inquiry is going nowhere because even the Republicans' own witnesses said they didn't have anything.
Man, this Biden case is just taking up all the Bidens. Goddamn.
Who are you talking to, Codex? You talking to yourself?
Yeah. Yeah, because basically the biggest Biden news right now is just because of the Hunter. So even if you add Joe, you don't get Joe in any of the articles. It's just Hunter.
Yeah, the Joe Biden and Hunter Biden investigation is mixed together because you wouldn't be investigating Joe Biden without investigating Hunter Biden. And the reason why you're having trouble finding the source is because the source doesn't exist.
Pled guilty.
No, he didn't. Well, he pled guilty to one thing, but he didn't plead guilty to the other thing.
No.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna find a source.
No, he's not gonna find it.
I don't think there is a source, brother.
I remember seeing something about it.
Yes.
Where?
Bro, I just told you what it was.
In some alternate reality.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because everybody who likes Trump is some cult-following weirdo, right?
You must have saw it on ChatGPT.
ChatGPT, I don't use that. Okay, so here's my problem. And this is honest to God, this is my honest to God opinion about you, okay?
Okay.
I have debated Democrat, no, not you, the other
source
guy I'm looking at.
does not
exist. You mean Peter here?
Yeah. I've had discussions about Republicans and Democrats with different people, old and young. I don't think I've ever once had to like come back with the source and prove all this stuff. We had a civil sit-down conversation, and we enjoyed it, playing pool or just eating some food.
Oh wow, you're upset that I won't ask you for sources.
Hang on, pause. No, I'm upset because the insults are not necessary.
What insults?
Whether or not, dude, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the other Peter.
No, he has not. I've been watching this live the entire time. He has never insulted you.
Wait, me? I insulted you?
He said something about Biden lover in a cult. You're just stuck in a cult. So that's an insult. I mean, whether you want to say it's
me
not
describing your cult-like thought process.
Exactly, that's an insult. I'm not a cult. I'm a free thinker. I have morals, pal.
Free thinker.
Cry about it. Well, see, here's the thing.
If that's insulting and you're sad about that, do you not know Trump?
I'm not sad.
Are you against Trump mocking disabled people?
No, but I am insulted when someone.
Oh, so if you're not against Trump mocking disabled people, then why the hell do you care if I mock you?
Hang on, what about Biden being racist?
Well, Biden and Trump are both racist, I believe.
Yeah, but
do you remember the Central Park Five? Right, the exonerated 5 individuals that Trump literally never apologized for, literally saying that they should get the death penalty.
Okay, what about Biden saying that, what was it, the 1996 or 1999 bill that put in African Americans way longer than they should have?
The 94 crime bill that was bipartisan, supported by both Republicans and Democrats. I agree it's bad, but like the idea is that you claiming that it just came from Biden is not true.
He still holds up to it.
He doesn't. He's apologized. He's literally apologized for it.
There's a clip in a chair where he says he still stands up to it.
Really? Can you send that to me?
No, hold on. He was asked about it multiple times. The first time he was asked about it, he did stand by it. But then he was asked about it on the debate stage, and he apologized and said that he shouldn't have done X, Y, and Z. So yes, he flip-flopped all over it. So he flip-flopped all over it.
So he flip-flopped, so we don't know if he actually is
hold on.
or not.
But Codex, you understand
he
though.
Said he's apologized.
But
then
you do realize.
But
you do realize
he's a flip-flopper. I agree, but Trump is a flip-flopper to the next degree.
Oh no!
How?
He's not even a flip-flopper.
What do you mean
Because back in the 90s and early 2000, Trump invested in a ton of startup businesses started by black men that came to him because they couldn't find funds anywhere else. That was one of his black best friends who said that. There's even a story to where a Mexican lady who was I think it was one of the maids in the Trump Tower was homeless. Look it up. I mean, this is like fact right here.
Where can I find these?
Bro, just Google.
Oh, and
just
also
Google. Trust Me Bro initiated.
Yeah, stamp approval.
I need to make a Trust Me Bro and a just Google it.
Listen to Peter, because I go with everything what is written in the
just Google it. He can't even read my name in the top right or top left.
Because there is.
Dude, how have you been on my platform the past hour and a half almost, and you don't even know my name's Parker, bro?
Well, the other guy called you Peter. So.
It was a joke, Peter Parker.
Yeah, dude.
It's a fucking inside joke. Okay. Yeah, Spider-Man, hello?
Because people actually call me that.
Once again, an inside joke you want to spread out to the public, and then you want to laugh at somebody who thinks it's serious.
No, hey, Codex, I thought, and I must have thought incorrectly, I thought that you would put 2 and 2 together and see that Peter Parker is the name of Spider-Man, and that is clearly a joke. But my bad. I'm sorry that I assumed that you would get that
your
reference.
Intelligence level was above room temp calculated in fucking Celsius.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god. Sorry. I apologize.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I really apologize, bro. I apologize, bro.
I apologize.
So, what
wait, again, you're not against Trump mocking disabled people, so what argument you got?
I'm not against Biden mocking little black kids, saying they're not as smart as white kids.
Yeah, so he wasn't referring to.
That is literally
he wasn't.
There is no context. You can say that will make that better. He was talking about. The
so
school
I agree
system,
that like the statement was like weird and stuff, but it was because he misspoke it, right? And it was kind of like a Freudian slip in a sense, right? So, but like the way that you just referred to it is not correct.
African American kids can be smarter than white kids.
No, he was referring to children who are black, and he referred to them as poor.
And then he said, well, not saying
that is a Freudian slip,
if you are
which is bad.
You're not going to vote for me, something like that. Well, that's bad.
Yeah, that's bad as well. I agree, right? No one's disputing the fact that these are not bad, right? What we're saying is that the same thing also exists with Trump. And let alone the same thing exists, we could relate to many other things in which Trump does, in which we would see as extending to a bigger pile of shit than the pile of shit that we have to deal with when we relate to Biden.
I want an honest answer. I want a 100% honest answer with these two questions, just yes or no, and yes and a no.
All right, and then I'm going to get off, by the way.
In America, I'm leaving after this. Is there corruption in the United States government? Yes or no? Then,
yes.
Is there a high probability that the articles that we all see are what they want us to see?
Who? The government?
Yes.
Within a certain sense, as like there are certain sources that like the government stopped us from being able to see, but it's like generally free information.
The government controls what's being put out on the internet that's directed towards them.
To a particular degree, they don't control it very much.
All that stuff that says
they don't have like the level of control of China's government.
Yeah,
that has China's government isn't getting the insider on American politics.
Do you agree that China's government has more control over their stuff than the U.S.?
I say that China has more control over the citizens. I say the United States have more control over what the viewers.
How do you determine that? They literally own the fucking media there.
That's what I'm saying.
Here they don't.
If the government wanted to say, Trump killed a woman, point blank.
They don't control the media within that respect. It's private companies.
Put it through everything.
Right, but
if you don't think the media and the government and all that stuff is working behind the scenes are buddies with each other, that is ridiculous.
Dude, it's like, can you give me evidence? Can you give me evidence?
Okay, evidence. Let's see. The stereotypic of the black man, right? Then you have the stereotypic of the murders and the crime rate, right? 90% of the crimes that you will see on the news is committed by a black African American. You don't want to say no. You can say no all you want, but it's true. You have George Floyd. The George Floyd case where they knelt down on his neck was horrific, but they exploded that, and then all that took place, right?
By the way, that's literally not true. Most of the media does not only report on people who are black. That's very clearly not true. Actually, historically speaking, right, it has been talked about at a lower rate than it should be, right, in terms of proportions to, like, black people in America. Yeah, so for you to make a claim that, like...
No, that's not claim.
No, that absolutely is true. Right, again, clearly speaking, it is the case that throughout history, people have not been talked about who are black, right?
It's been statistically proven. The statistically proven is the stuff that they want you to see. Whether you want to admit it or not...
What do you mean they want you to see? No, you literally just pulled a bullshit claim out of your ass and threw it at the wall. Right?
Bro,
that's all you did there.
Because every time on the news, it's something else about a crime. They don't want to.
No,
they don't want to show you.
It's literally not every single time on the news, right? And crimes.
A 9-year-old kid who was shot and killed. They ain't going to show you that, but they're going to show you a black man being. No, they was not.
They literally do, right? And the reason why, again,
it was either little before
my
George
God.
or little after. There was a 9-year-old boy shot by cops.
Hey, Codex, listen to me for 1 second, okay? The reason why that was shown on the internet and on the media is because it influenced, right, whether or not there were going to be court cases after that. It was relevant to, like, like whether or not
Thank
that
you,
person
Nani.
had a job. That was the start of multiple different types of protests in the United States. That was why it was mainstream media and news. Okay, that does not happen all the time. That doesn't happen most times. There are people who are black that die. So you making this claim that like 90% of the media is just about like black people who are dying is clearly. Hold up, let me finish my claim, dude. I'm gonna mute you if you don't shut the fuck up. Okay. I literally like
I
you
worked in a
claiming.
prison. Shut me the fuck up. I worked in a prison. I know.
Okay, yeah. Well, then you're bye bye later, buddy. I did absolutely kick him out. I'm done. Like, Brad, that's a waste of my time. When it relates to this, clearly speaking, right, 90% of the media is not just that, right? 90%, literally, I'd love for him to show me anything. When you look at news, you literally never see it on the news. I don't know what you're talking about. Again, it's literally, historically speaking, I appreciate the confetti, thank you so much, under talked about.
I mean, it's also the case, too, that the reason why we focus heavily on police cases of killing is because police hold a special privilege in our society where they can use deadly force legally. And so when they do use it, and if it's unjustified, then it's big news. That's the main point, too. Because we don't show ordinary citizens because they don't have the social contract that a police do, where they can literally use lethal force and they get away with it. And so we have to be especially vigilant because we don't want them just to be willy-nilly, pew-pewing people and then that, be thrown against the window. Yeah. So, all right,
yeah, I'm going to get off though. I'm tired. I'll be on tomorrow, everyone. I appreciate everyone who did come on today, y'all. I need to turn off the sub only chat right now. Appreciate it, Matt. Thank you so much, man. Yeah. All right. I'm going to get off right now. Appreciate everyone coming on today. I will maybe be on later on my second account later, or third account, just to talk to people. Maybe I'll be there later. Thank you for the garland. I appreciate it after I eat or something. But yeah, I'll see y'all then. I'm going to send everyone over to Dean real quick. So if y'all want to go to Dean, everyone look up It's Dean, spam Parker Raid, spam love from Parker. Y'all already know the deal. Everyone look up It's Dean. Again, spam Parker Raid, spam love from Parker. I appreciate everyone coming on today. Have a fantastic night, everyone, and good night, y'all. Appreciate it, everyone. The third account's Parker Needs a Job, y'all. Love y'all so much.